Man, without further ado, good morning.
Oh. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Yes. We are here.
We are here, indeed. Welcome to 2brospodcast, episode 17. Wow. And we have a special guest, an old school friend of ours. Can we say your full name? You're on Facebook as your real name anyway. So, Mr. Kevin Callender, Mr. Kevin, a.k.a. Bust 'em Up Kev.
Bust 'em up, Kev.
Yes, I am here, gentlemen.
Queen's own.
Yeah.
Old school.
Hollis Ave's own.
Oh, man. So, as we do here in Two Bros Podcast, we are unscripted and undialogued. Mm-hmm. We have absolutely no agenda.
Ground Beef's hero own.
Ground Beef's hero.
Ground Beef's hero from what was the spot across the street from
Mr.
you?
Richardson's.
That was Richardson's, right?
Oh, Mr. God, man. Mr. Richardson, he had that cigar in his mouth and the ashes.
The spot across from you on Hollis Avenue.
No. Dolly's.
Wow.
The banana pudding.
Yes.
The banana pudding was on point.
Yes.
In fact, somebody just posted something about Dolly's or whatever else. But
I mean, she's still there.
Is she really?
They don't make no heroes no more.
Oh, they don't make any heroes anymore?
Not that I know. I mean, it'd probably be like.
And why would you want it?
It's more like dried old alcoholics.
Man, Mr. Richardson's.
Mr. Richardson's was the spot.
Oh, that was the spot.
And his crazy daughter, Zelda.
Zelda.
She was evil.
I mean, she was evil, but she was so nice to look at.
But she got nice after a while. Like she's
a sweetheart.
Yeah. She got nice. She got calm.
Oh, yeah.
But man, when we were kids, it was like, what do you want? I was like, I'm afraid of what you're gonna do to the sandwich. But you would wait an hour for.
Or you wait an hour because you seeing nothing but T&A.
That's right.
In a nice.
The other one was Steven, his son.
Steve, the fat guy.
Steven, the big dude.
Man, you talking about Fat Steve?
Yeah, he was a fuck up.
Yeah, he was a neighborhood guy.
He was just a guy that like that.
Man, what you want, man?
Richardson would always say, "God damn it, Steven. The man said ham and cheese, and you put fucking mustard and provolone on it. Why the hell did you?" Look, he said, "I thought he told you what he wanted." God damn it, Steven.
God damn it, Steven.
Steve was a full-on caricature in that spot.
Yeah, but you know what? There was a lot of characters when we grew up, and like we said, one of the things we wanted to kind of accentuate here was, dialing back into our past. We kind of like lost touch with a lot of us, friends, family, and as we all venture out into our lives and we do all this crazy, whatever we're doing, like social media and all this stuff, we forgot the social part of it by really
connecting.
Yeah.
So what it was supposed to do, Facebook and all of the above, was supposed to keep us in touch, and yet it made us a little further apart. So when we had an episode here, what were we talking about, John? We were talking about the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's what brought you up.
So we thought, wow, let's call Kev. Because how could we possibly talk about
any of this shit?
Cartoon universes without the guy.
The authority.
Look,
I am one of the most proud blurs ever known to man.
Hey, I love it. Speak on it.
This is the most greatest time.
How many books did you have?
I still have I don't know, 15 boxes of 70s and 80s, 90s books. It's a lot. It's Marvel, mostly Marvel and some independent.
Marvel. Yeah.
But the thing is, look, let's just go straight to it.
Yeah.
This Black Panther movie coming out with the shit.
Yeah.
It looks like it, yeah.
It better be.
Oh, it's going to.
It better be.
It's already sold more pre-tickets than any other movie before. Any other Marvel movie.
Okay, so check this out. I wasn't a fan like that. I saw the onesie, twosies, and especially when you guys were around. I saw you guys being excited about it, and I was like, what are they looking at? And when you guys left, I was like, I don't want to fucking read this. I looked at the pictures. I was like, ooh, I like I like that. And everybody had the strong chin.
Big, solid chunk chin.
So let's dial back a little bit to what has happened. What about Luke Cage?
Big.
Did it do it for you?
I mean, I like it.
Okay, that's what matters. This is what matters. If you liked it, then it means
what they did with Luke Cage is, they made it a little lighter.
Yeah.
Right? So that people would really get more of a feel for this character, right? And I thought the casting, Netflix is doing the job.
Netflix is killing.
Yeah.
Man, look,
they are killing.
Luke Cage was good, but let me tell you what's really. Y'all need to see The Defenders.
I saw that. I watched it. I binged the whole thing.
Defenders is hot.
I watched the whole thing.
The second season of Daredevil is fire.
Yes.
See, I missed it.
Yes.
I missed it.
I love what they did with Daredevil.
Daredevil.
I tell you what, man, that Ben Affleck Daredevil that came out.
Why even don't bring that up?
I said because that was my favorite comic book character. It was Daredevil.
Yeah, I did.
That's the one. I didn't do that much collecting. I think I might have had maybe like 100 comic books and stuff like that. But that was my favorite one, Daredevil.
Yeah.
And my contention has always been that damn Ben Affleck version of Daredevil. If you took all those Daredevil comic books, made them toilet paper, and gave it to kids in starving countries dying of dysentery, that would be showing more respect for Daredevil than that goddamn Ben Affleck version.
That
was just a bastardized version of the shit.
Sword, spear.
But the one they did on Netflix did it, in my opinion, it was just right.
Yes. No.
It was just right.
Okay,
now
so
I'm curious of what they're gonna do with the female because
Jessica Jones.
No, not Jessica Jones. The one I can't remember her name.
Electra.
No, the assistant. Their
Cameron?
assistant, right? Because in the story, she takes a bad turn. She takes a horrific bad turn in the story.
Like Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man.
Yes.
I don't know what they're going to do with her.
This sounds like a spoiler alert. Are you spoiling it? What just happened?
Don't kill the fly chicken.
Oh.
No, but she got famous from that actress. She got famous on True Blood. On True Blood, that was hot. She was a hot vampire. They cast her right to be the assistant in Daredevil. But make a long story short, man.
Okay.
Daredevil is really the choreography. And then they brought in the Punisher in the second season, and that dude is hype.
Yeah.
The Punisher TV show is hot.
That one's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I watched it. I saw it from... I started binge watching it, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What's going on here? This guy is really...
He's the real deal.
Oh, but he's yanking motherfuckers out of windows.
Oh, he's murdering. He's the Punisher. You don't want the Punisher after you.
So, go. Okay, so do the same thing. The Dolph Lundgren Punisher?
Oh, Jesus.
Same toilet paper.
Same toilet paper, yes.
Same roll, same package of toilet paper.
Like sandpaper. Jesus. It was horrible.
But why did they do this? Why?
Matter of fact, I'll give you a quick one.
Yeah.
All right. So the Dolph Lundgren one was horrible.
Yeah.
They had made a Fantastic Four movie in the 80s that was abysmal. Went straight to video.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
It Fantastic
It was
Four?
horrible. So you don't even know about it. That's
Wait,
how bad
I do
it was.
remember, but it wasn't the 80s. Was
Yeah.
it? Oh.
It's before this.
It was before this new genre.
Yeah.
What's the girl? What's the pretty girl?
Man, there ain't nobody famous in the
Jessica Alba?
Jessica Alba.
No, all right, so look.
Yeah.
They had bad choices. Y'all remember Howard the Duck? That was their first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just kill me now.
But wait, Howard the Duck was a comic book. I mean, it was,
but nobody would buy it.
So it wasn't a popular comic.
No.
Why did they do that? What was the
crack? I don't know.
What was the purpose of even introducing Howard the Duck as a superhero or
When you got Iron Man, Hulk, and all these motherfuckers. Excuse me, how's the cursing with this?
No, this is YouTube, man.
All the motherfuckers got different. But wait, now
we might get a few less sponsors, but
whatever.
But at the end of the day, this is the greatest time for any comic book collector. And you guys into anime? Because the anime is also getting up there too.
Not myself, but I've gone as far as like the ones we grew up on. Ninja Scroll.
Hard names.
Ninja Scroll, The Professional, Cargo 13. Great anime. Those as far as I go.
They don't even make that stuff like that. Those are super classics.
Right, because so when I see like all this and don't worry about what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to.
No problem.
What I see with those, like they were just raw, like they were so unfiltered. I mean, the story on Cargo 13 was insane.
Tight.
That he planned his own murder, his own assassination, and a gang of people went trying to find this guy. It was like, yo, find the guy that killed my son. And it was like his son paid at the end.
Yeah,
it really it unfolded like a real movie. I was kind of excited about that. So what's happening now with these guys? Like what's the biggest?
Okay, the biggest thing going on right now is Attack on Titan. Okay, that's the storyline about the Earth being attacked by these giant humanoid creatures. They eat people, right?
Okay,
what?
And the only way you can stop them is you gotta cut some part of their neck out that controls their size. It's twisted. What? Let me tell you.
It's some type of cyborg type of thing.
No, these things they're like magical or whatever. The only way you can kill them, you got to shoot this cord up in the air and swing it like Spider-Man so you can cut them in the back of the neck. And these things will like snatch you out the ear and crunching you.
Oh no, that's not fun.
The live action I just picked up a little while ago. Live action movie is tight. But all right, let me get to what I was gonna say before.
Yeah, go ahead.
So there's a new Batman anime coming out, and it's made strictly by one of the most famous Japanese studios alive. It's hot. It's called Batman Ninja. You can look it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So is Banga the truth? Banga, is it Banga? Banga. Is this the same studio?
The manga is just
manga. Okay,
overall style. Manga and anime. Manga is the written comic books.
Okay, but there's a channel. They have like a
there's
Roku
a
channel. They have
they
have tons of media out there. I mean, those guys are huge in this world. Like they really.
They're doing it.
Ali's son is huge into anime, and like this dude is like speaking Japanese now, and I'm like, what happened? Did you go to school? He was like, I just watched this, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, but then you hear that's no different than when people say they come to this country and then they learn how to speak English because
they watch television.
They watch I Love Lucy or whatever else.
We all used to watch them kung fu movies Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
Remember, we would be outside playing baseball, whatever. All of a sudden, you hear somebody go, "It's 3:20." What the fuck?
Right inside, yep.
Flying to somebody's house.
Yep.
If not home, somebody's house.
And we were typically either coming from the Chinese food place.
Yep.
So you had chicken wings and fried rice. And watch a fucking Chinese movie.
And then, the 5 Deadly Venoms.
Yeah, man.
Master Vengeance. Oh, shit. Got to see that.
A lot of those films like had the storyline wasn't really good. Like it was dubbed, right? So the dubbed version of it made it decent for us. And I don't know if you remember a few years back. Well, actually, maybe in the late '90s, Tommy Boy Records released. What do you know? What is it
still
called?
have it.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
You see it, John?
No.
It's on YouTube now. It's kind of fun to watch. So they took like us watching it and then flipped it and did the voices over. Yo, my nigga, go get me a 40.
Okay, yes, I have seen that. Yes.
This bitch is kind of hot. We should take her back to the projects. Hey, yo,
Master may not like that.
Yeah, I like that. I like the reinvention and the repackaging of it. I wasn't sure that Tommy Boy Records was the one to do it. Like, I think they were just the wrong guy. They had the right concept, and they probably just this predated a lot of the web guys now. Like, a lot of web guys are on now doing it on for free, like just chilling, doing it for views.
I just saw one this morning on the way here where they got a scene with Bruce Lee using his nunchucks against this dude with a samurai sword, but they made the nunchucks and the samurai sword lightsabers. It's hot. It's hot.
Is it a cartoon? Is it?
No, it's live action.
It's live action.
Yeah,
wow.
they took an old Bruce Lee scene
and overlaid it
and overlaid the lightsabers into the movement. Hot.
Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah, that Kung Pao. I remember the dude. Box cutter style, yeah. and yo, man, this dude be like, yo, if I hit you with box cutter style, you gonna be dead, motherfucker. Yeah. You better step back.
But man, those were the days, and I mean, we used to do what three in a movie theater. You go to a movie theater, go to Ark Hill, all of them, spend all day, all Saturday afternoon. If you could muster enough coins to get into the theater or get somebody to buy you a ticket. Remember, you could stand and say, "Hey, mister, can you buy 3 extra tickets for us?" Yeah, it's fine as long as you're not.
Make sure you don't have a long,
what?
Sure, little boy.
Sure.
I'll buy you a ticket.
But guess what? We weren't afraid of that.
No.
Like back then. I mean, there was a shitload of creeps.
We grew up in a more innocent time.
There was a shitload of creeps when we grew up with, but none of us were thinking that it was imminent or somewhere in. Yeah.
You're making me remember. Look, one day
I'm supposed to do that.
It was a bunch of us, man. We went to the 42nd Street all-night kung fu spot. And I remember we were sitting there watching some wild shit. Yeah, this the dude with the iron hand, he's putting his whole hand in you, ripping out your heart. Oh. And I remember I'm sitting there and I heard wickety, 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 wickety. I look to the side, man. Some old nasty old white man in goddamn trench coat, man.
Whacking out.
Wearing his elbow out over there. I say, yo, let's get the hell out of here.
In a kung fu movie?
In a kung fu. What's turning him on in a kung fu?
Right, that's what I don't get. Like, what's the
tiny Asians, man? Fucking just
woo!
You kidding?
You go now. You go. You go. Go on. What? Go on.
Did the sword
out? Rub one out.
Rub one out for master.
But the shit you could do on 42nd Street was just. It was just that was like I don't know. I guess that was like our like definition of freedom. It was kind of like.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Oh yeah.
True indeed. I mean, watching the Deuce,
hot
Method Man.
Hot.
How you think he did? He killed it. He killed it. He really kills that character. And have you seen Deuce?
I've like bits and pieces. I haven't.
Me too. I haven't seen much of it, but I saw enough to go, wow, this is interesting.
Yeah,
I'll take my time and
it
binge
makes you feel like you're there.
Yeah, and it's pretty interesting how they recreate a lot of that. Scenery of what was
that
then.
look and all.
Yeah, because it was really gritty, man.
It was a gritty spot. It was gritty.
I mean, I am enjoying the stream world of going back and looking at everything.
Yeah,
we could see whatever we want. I could type it up and it's there.
Yeah.
So I am enjoying that. I'm old Foxy Browns and
the blaxploitation. Yes.
The blaxploitation.
The blaxploitation.
All right, let me cut in. Got an argument at Thanksgiving with my cousin. I told them, look, man, if it wasn't for blaxploitation movies, I don't know where I'd be right now. Hallelujah for them. I love them. They made me feel good to be black. And here go my Bible thumping cousins.
Bible thumper.
They calling black women bitches and hoes and pimps, and I don't approve of that shit. I'm like, every goddamn blaxploitation movie that have bitches and hoes in it.
Right.
Let me name you some. 3 the Hard Way.
Right.
Yes.
Every black boy needs to see that to know how to be a fucking man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry to cut you off, but 3 the Hard Way. Okay, if you go back and watch that now, you know what the fucking plot of 3 the Hard Way was?
What they doing right now?
Poisoning motherfuckers in the water. What an interesting concept in 1978.
That's right.
Preach, brother. Preach.
Listen,
Flint, Michigan.
People act like this is brand new, like this is new topics. Listen, I went back and watched. Now I watched it for the
right.
Jim Kelly was that guy. Oh, that was. You live for that moment and just watch him punish somebody.
Testosterone is
he just died, right?
A few years back, yeah.
A
few years back, yeah.
But he definitely had that moment where, and he had the brown, and he come jump over the car. But 3 the Hard Way. But 3 the Hard Way was about an old white man. We gotta get rid of these black. We must poison the water.
Every city.
They're fucking all our women.
Big dick motherfuckers. I'm tired of them and their jigabooing and dancing and their funk music. Their big hair and big butt women. But they're tasty. I want them. What's up, man?
But that's been a reoccurring theme in almost every story that we've seen in going forward since then. And it just doesn't change. And somehow people believe that, or don't believe that this was a topic like this. We always go back to how Hollywood does things to portray it in plain sight so that we look at it. And some people, and John and I always meet here at this point of, like, I give it too much credit, but I don't give it that much credit. I just share it. I just bring it to the attention, and some people just may overlook it. But
the images that they push.
Right. So the overlooking side of it, what I'm always worried about is that the average person overlooks it to the point where the message went here.
You skip the message, right? You skip the message, and you just go right to the image.
You go right to the emotion.
Yeah.
And you don't think of the conscious part. The conscious part didn't hit you yet. You went right to the, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, poor black guy, that slave. He woke up with the chains and, any one of take your pick. Any one of those movies, you know what I'm saying, all have that same moniker. So.
Okay, so, all right. Why, for years, in a horror movie, the black person's the first one to get killed? Okay.
Always has been.
Oh, man, I'm gonna put somebody on blast right now. Eli Roth. Fuck him.
Who?
Eli Roth.
Oh, yeah.
This guy puts out horror movies. He got the same black fat dude dead in the first half hour in every fucking movie. If I see that brother in the street, I'm gonna slap his ass because he's doing us a disservice. I just saw some shit. He just got his brother was the first one to get eaten by the Amazonians. I'm like, you must be mad. So you melanated little people in the woods gonna eat the one melanated dude before all them other white people.
Right.
It didn't make sense to me.
See, but that again, that's what we keep talking about is what is available to certain guys. They have the power to say, you know what, I'm going to just speak my mind, and this is how I'm going to tell my story. Mm-hmm. No different than this podcast. I mean, we're able to convey to a platform and 3 million, viewers and all this other stuff. So, when you look at it, you go, oh shit, these guys are putting their point across. But I think the directors and the producers somehow have an agenda. I can't help but think that they have an agenda other than to just make you fucking watch a movie. You can't just be like, oh, I just want people to have popcorn. You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's where you and I get into it because I think that's giving it a little too much credit.
Correct.
I think that's giving it a little too much credit to say, hey, this is like my projection of the world, and so to speak. And so to say that there is an agenda attached to it, I think is giving it too much credit.
Yeah. No, I think
to think that you think that far ahead into how I'm going to portray this.
Right.
For it to mean something other than what you see, that it has like a real political
master plan,
I think all fat people are greasy and when they sweat it smells like Mountain Dew and shit, and so let's just kill them first and get that shit out of the way, So I mean, if that's what your motive is. To plan that far ahead and to say that this is what I'm going to project is one thing.
So I'm the conspiracy theorist of Queens. So
no, you're not.
There it is.
No, you're not.
I'm of Nassau County. So.
All right,
okay, that's right. That's right. You're in Nassau County.
I moved over the border, so
my bad.
He should be Queens. I can be a
Now we know that the enemy looks 100 years in the future.
What enemy?
The enemy. I don't want to,
Something's going to happen.
All right. The enemy controls image and music. All this pop culture,
media,
music, media, it's controlled.
Right.
And they only want you to, think a certain way, look at a certain topic a certain way. So again, when we look at music right now. We came up in the glory days of hip hop, right?
Golden era.
Well, you heard gangster hip hop, and you heard conscious hip hop, but now you just got this idiotic mumble rap with trap beats, and I saw my daughter humming this nonsense. I said, what? I said, let me give you some Public Enemy. Let me give you some Tribe Quest.
Yeah.
You got to wake up. It was when we had conscious rap. College enrollment went up in the black community 30%.
It did. That is a true statistic. I don't know to the letter because we try not to do statistics without having facts.
But that one is pretty.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, because now you look at it now, like we do have a lot of black graduates than ever before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when I saw higher learning, I actually wanted to go to college. Like when I saw that kind of stuff, I was like, oh yeah, when all the tension was built up, I was like, is it really like that?
But the music has been dumbed down. Education system has been dumbed down. Yeah. The powers don't. We grew up on that book, 1984, Aldous Huxley's Brave New World. These dudes have dumbed down America. So much so, we got Trump as president.
We're all fucking a little bit
by
a little bit guilty of that.
You think so?
I think we've all played a part. I think we've all played a part, whether in either accepting it or maybe not being as vocal as we could have been.
Okay, that's a good point.
Because nothing on that scale happens unless you're willing to locally take responsibility for what's going on.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
My main thing with the whole thing is this: I've watched in my lifetime too many stolen elections. Right. Let's kill the electoral college.
Yeah. That's got to go.
It's got to go.
I mean, I thought this election for sure really exposed that.
It did.
I thought it really exposed that.
But now to play devil's advocate, if you get rid of the electoral college, then what's going to happen is the people who live in Nebraska are going to say, wait a minute, there's one county in Queens, New York, that has a greater vote than our entire state. Mm-hmm. Why should their vote count more than our vote?
Because we got more people.
So that's what it is. So then, are you willing to? Because I've always been a proponent of changing the way you're represented. So if you got 800,000 people in your district, then your representation should look like this. Mm-hmm. If you've got 1.5 million people, then your representation should look like this.
That's fair.
And so then, as you vote via a popular vote, and if you get 60% of that vote, will you get 60% of those representative delegates? And none of this super delegate shit.
Yeah, none of that.
In which hey, you won 70% and you got 30%, but I'm a super delegate, not like you. So then you're the guy that we're going to put up forward. That's bullshit.
So that's part of the process. The control.
Yeah.
All right. You go to Europe. It's the vote count equals the winner.
Right.
No super delegate. No electoral
college. There's a ballot box, and that's it.
Right.
You count tickets.
Yes. And that's it.
And at worst, you get a guy that put 2 in the box. That's what you get.
That's what you get.
You get a guy that put 2 ballots in. That to me, when they say voter fraud, that's what I'm thinking of. You actually went in, went out the booth, went back home, came back again, and said, "Hi,
hey,
my name is John."
Yes. Oh, you sound like a guy that came here that didn't have a mustache.
Wait, but the thing is, look. All right, so you got the super delegate shit. You got the electoral college,
redistricting, and all that other shit.
So, the gerrymandering, and the Democrats,
which they did away with. In North Carolina, the state Supreme Court said that gerrymandering of districts is
what's gerrymandering?
Illegal. It's redistrict. It's like drawing the district lines different so that the population you get is a more favorable population to you, so that when people vote in that district, it puts the guy that you want in, even though the population itself hasn't changed.
Yeah, like they cut the line, so now they know that the south side of this district is all Republican.
Right.
But the south side district is half Republican. Well, I was cut up and half Democrat. So they redraw it. So now it's mostly Republican.
It's mostly right.
Or mostly Democrat.
So
that whoever comes out of that district is going to be the same thing year after year after year.
Right. You get the same guy. You get the same rehashing of the same stuff. So
but the thing is, I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We are living in the days of some evil foolishness. These people have control of everything, from money to whatever. I was just bitching on the way here about they fucked with my my investment for my Litcoin. And stop my bank transaction because New York State is not letting nobody do nothing with the cryptocurrencies. They got no control on the money.
Right, so they're stopping you from cross collateralizing on it and putting it in your portfolio.
Shit cost me $400 a day.
Or at least in the New York in New York.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's like some different. Other. So we talked about some cryptocurrency on episode 14. And the boom, and this is a different side of it. So you're
right now that tax bill these motherfuckers ran through got all kinds of poison pills in it, and one of them was with on the cryptocurrency.
So that being said, where's the ammunition, or do you see that they're just scared now? Do you see?
Oh, they're petrified.
Yeah,
because if your money ain't flowing through FDIC, controlled through the Fed, controlled by the Rothschilds and Gettys and all these rich assholes. Mm-hmm. They just want all the money for themselves. Like, damn, can't we all live? Can I get my Tesla like everybody else?
Right.
Legally? Without me having to go kill and sell.
It's interesting to see. It's interesting to go black market and just really start selling, or eventually selling some pussy. You're selling some ass and some pussy.
That's always lucrative.
Because somehow that profession, you don't hear very big banning prostitution and banning and all this other stuff. It's kind of a lightweight subject, right? Because it's like, ban it for them, but leave it open for me when I want to call and
Because
Escort service. It's called an escort service when they do it.
It's
right,
a service.
It's a service.
It's a service.
One of the oldest services in the world.
It's a service.
And listen, that's the only buyer beware. Like that, I don't think you should open and pull it down and go, oh, buyer beware. Okay, bitch may have herpes. You know what I'm saying? May have disclaimers.
That's got to be like the biggest disappointment though, because we all have images of what a hooker should be.
Yeah.
But if we ever decided to engage in that transaction, the hooker you get is far cry below the standard of what you've imagined it to be. Okay,
but that's
you can go to the point. You can go to the point right now, and there ain't nobody there who looks like what you think you're gonna get when you decide to get to
Haven't heard that term in many yarns.
So
you know what's funny? It's interesting. Your name obviously John. So why is?
Because it's a common name, I guess.
Why the fuck?
Why are you a John? That's right.
Because the common man still needs to hit something.
Wow, that is crazy. That you pick many Johns today,
and it's also the name of a toilet.
Yes.
Oh, so I don't know how the fuck I got that too.
Damn, and it's also allegedly Jesus' father, right? John.
Who?
No, it's John the
Joseph.
Baptist.
That's Joseph.
That's Joseph.
Okay, John the Baptist.
But that's not really his daddy, so to speak.
Well,
It's Earth Daddy.
It's baby's mama. I don't know.
It's adopted dad.
Adopted dad.
Yeah. I don't know about
whatever
invisible nuts getting busted in.
Yeah, whatever. Exactly.
Yo, there was
Oh, Mary's pregnant. Congratulations, Joseph. No, that ain't my baby. What?
What?
You mean you ain't sleep with her? No.
There was an ill movie.
All right, dude. So what you gonna say? What?
Matter of fact, bitch, get out of my house.
Yeah.
How you pregnant? I ain't put no penis in you. You get out of here.
Did you see there was a movie with something similar to that happened?
Immaculate Conception?
Yeah. But it was modern day on a train, and the fucking motherfucker was in it. The guy that fucks his mother.
Your man Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Keanu.
I think he was in it. Yeah, he was in it. He was like chasing down this allegedly this girl, standing on a train platform, says she saw a man floating over a track, and, like a ghost.
Oh.
And she woke up pregnant and shit, right? And so her husband is in the military, and all this time she's like trying to figure out, and she stays with his parents while he's overseas, and they Skype talk. No, it's not good. So she did together almost every day. She goes, "Oh, can't wait till Jimmy comes home." I'm plagiarizing the name. Right. I don't know the names, but and she says, "Guys, I have to tell you something. A miracle happened. I'm pregnant." And the whole fucking family like, "What the
brazen hussy?
This is the Bronx." First of all, this was in the Bronx. And they're like, "Get the fuck out." They just grabbed the shit, put it in a bag. Get the fuck out of here. How dare you? He's over there fighting for the country and doing this for you. It's a miracle. She was like, "Is it a miracle? I don't know how it happened. I saw this image of a ghost and all this other stuff happen." And the mom's is like, "Oh, Dios mío."
Adios mío. A ghostly giant penis.
She said, "Oh, God, it can't be. You disrespect my son and this and that." And then the guy actually gets killed. You know what I'm saying?
He dies in
telling that lie. Who's Latasha Sherrill?
I don't know. What?
Lies.
Lies of what?
Oh, why is always John Doe? Can it be Tim Doe?
You can call whoever you want. Whoever you want to sell to, you can call them whatever you want.
Hi, Latasha Sherrill. How are you?
How you doing?
I don't know who it is.
All your transactions, you can call them whatever. They could be Kadeem.
Kadeem. I'm gonna go pick up a Kadeem.
How many Kadeems you had today?
Oh man, that's that dude. Where is he?
Who's Kadeem?
Kadeem Hardison was the dude from
Kadeem Hardison?
Flip down glasses.
Flip glasses from the 90s.
That's when college to me seemed fun. When Different World was out.
Yeah.
Different World was out. We all wanted to go to college. We were like, we can't wait to do this. The
best thing about college is homecomings. Jesus Christ.
That's one day.
I love those homecomings.
It's one day. I've had my fair share of homecomings and rallying, getting everybody together. My wife went to Howard. That was the best time. So we used to go down to Howard, have some great times down there.
Brother, I'll never forget, man. I went down to Howard, man. I think it was, I won't tell the year, but it's like 15 of us got trapped in the elevator on the way to a party in the dorms. Man, we popped the top of that, jumped out, helped each other up.
Uh-huh.
Go, 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 go. Oh, you know, you low level neck.
Go. T-9.
Man, we got to the club. Kid Capri was in there. DC. Wiki. Mad escalator. Filled with people to get in. You think the 15 of some wild Hollis Negroes is waiting? We scaled the escalator down the side. Sweep.
Wait. So what happened? You guys jumped. You were
We
stuck
scaled
in
an escalator. It was like 2-story escalator on the side of it.
Oh.
Scaled it, or some of my brothers just jumped and slid down the sides of the pylons and shit. It was wild. Then we bum rushed. 2 big 300-pound dudes swinging a table at us. Me and Mark did the ill Jet Li slide underneath that nigga. Got up, and before I knew it, I had 2 African chicks named Uba and Sawar. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Benita Applebum. Gotta get up. Shit was fly, man.
Two African chicks, they what?
Uba and Sawar. It was bad.
That's the next T-shirt. 2 African chicks named Uba and Suwa.
Wow.
That's the next T-shirt.
Need Applebum blazing.
Nah, so that
Anyway.
I mean, those are some good times.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Go to college.
Go to college. Go to college. So college has become somewhat of the next financial institutional about to collapse. I think it's coming rather quickly.
It should collapse.
It's going to collapse.
It's too much. They're bilking people for nothing.
They're bilking people, and they're not even getting a valuable education.
Exactly.
Right.
And in the humanities, I'm a big fan of the humanities. I do all my reading and literature and all that shit like that.
Yeah.
And people are getting fucking shimshan with that bullshit. You know, it's still the same. I mean, if you're not in the hard, I've said if you're not in the hard sciences, you know, or if you're going to do something progressive like engineering or law or something like that, there's really no need for you to go to college because you're not getting anything. Well, you got. There's people who are pimping fucking like lesbian dance theory and I'm sorry, fucking. Is that
a real course?
The women's studies departments, and I'll even go so far as to say is the black studies departments.
Yeah.
They're not teaching you anything. They're teaching you rhetoric, and they're teaching they're portraying you as a victim to retaliate with something without giving you a whole cadre of information to which you can
apply when you get out.
Right.
Yeah, I
can feel that.
Applicable knowledge that when you get out, you can jump right into that job, right?
Yeah.
But you need, most of these kids, they come out of college, they need an internship to learn how to apply it.
Sure.
You know, before they even get the job.
Right, you need a practical application of it.
You need a practical application of it. But,
why is my homegirl who's got a master's now paying $1,200 a month? And, it's $1,200 a month in loans.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
In New York.
It's a racket. It's a racket. It is in many ways a racket.
This is the mean that the ends is better than the means, right? Like for them, they like the
it's great for them, yeah.
The institutions are really just saying, hey, you know what? I can't promise you anything, so guess what? You know what?
Exactly.
Have at it.
Yeah. Have at it. We'll guarantee the loan.
Right. Our job placement program will help you. Rah.
Well, that kind of sounds like prison. I mean, prison gives you the same option, right?
It's indentured servitude.
You spend X amount of years with us. We give you a card, a certificate, and you go into a program. You just get less pickings. I mean, you just get less pickings now. And I have seen colleges work for some people.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it work for the alumni who, if you go to your alumni, you'll be surprised and you go, hey, I'm a former graduate from so-and-so. Alumni look out.
Yeah, look out.
Yeah, look out. Mm-hmm. And groups and cliques I always seen this in any avenue. People take care of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're a guy from the neighborhood, I know you, and you say, yo, Chatty, my nephew's got this and that, you're going to get a look.
Yeah.
He's going to get a look. So somehow in African American communities, we kind of do this crabs in a barrel thing, and we kind of tend to not want to help. Because there's a reason why. And the reason is motherfuckers don't appreciate shit.
Jealousy.
You
can give somebody an opportunity and they will piss it away because it meant nothing to them.
Yeah, they didn't work.
They didn't work.
Yeah.
So they just, I ain't got this job, and my man hooked me up, and then they see something else come up, and they jump ship, and they want to do that, and they want to do this, and that's where. So then people say, I ain't making no more referrals anymore. I'm not doing this anymore.
Right.
Because so then you get on this loop cycle of not wanting to help your brother.
It's like your man. It's like your man Roman J. Esquire. It's like tired of doing the impossible for the ungrateful.
Great quote. Yeah, did you finally see it?
Yes.
Oh, yes. What a great movie. That was pretty kick-ass.
Which one is that?
Roman J. is what?
Roman J. Esquire. Denzel Washington.
Oh, that was good?
Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Now, this wasn't a true story, right?
No.
Okay, so it's totally fictitious. I like the concept of it. I was totally different because I won't spoil it for people that haven't seen it. But there was such a twist that, you know, when he meets the guy in the jail and he says, "Go tell him what you did."
Right, exactly.
You broke your own
code.
And I got you cold, motherfucker. I got you cold. Nigga went outside, threw it, frizzled his hair back up because he ain't got slick. You know what I'm saying? This is a pretty good one. I like this. I mean, Denzel, we talk about him on numerous shows that he's one of those characters that he blends. Like you lose yourself into a Denzel character. He's a professional.
He's a professional actor. Denzel Washington is the greatest actor of all time, period.
So says.
No, so says me right now. There used to be this podcast, this comedian, W. Kamau Bell.
Yeah, Kamau Bell.
Had this podcast.
Yeah, I remember him.
He doesn't do it anymore. I think they still have like a website or something like that. Which every once in a while they'll put out like some Denzelisms or some shit like that or whatever.
Is that what it is? He like created a damn cult. Like it's just a bunch of Denzel fans and stuff.
Denzelism.
I mean, even like Book of Eli was fantastic.
Book of Eli was good. That was nice.
Dope.
That was nice.
Yeah. Dope rendition and. Albeit Gary Oldman's a fucking kick-ass.
Gary was awesome.
He's a super villain. When he's a villain, I love him as a villain.
The professional.
He's a
ultimate.
Yeah.
Fifth Element. Fifth Element.
He fucking funny. He out that character.
But let me tell you, I have a secret favorite movie called True Romance.
Oh
yes.
Damn, that movie is hot.
Christian Slater.
Rosanna Arquette. Gary Oldman playing a black or half black drug dealer with dreads. Man, that scene is sick.
I was like, what you talking about, man? He pulled his eye out or something. Right?
He had like a scar or some shit.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But it's written by Quentin Tarantino, but produced by Ridley Scott.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a Ridley Scott film, but written by Tarantino. That's why I had that flavor.
And what was that did have the dope flavor to it because man that movie Twist and Turns. What's his name? What's the white boy?
My man, what's his name? Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken was his pops, right?
No, he played the gang.
Who's his pops?
Dennis Hopper.
That's my You know, there's Sicilians. How you say? You know, Sicilians part niggas.
Really part cantaloupe.
No, he said it was eggplant.
No, he said eggplant. That's it, sorry.
He said it was eggplant. He said that's why their skin is a little darker because
the black blood fucked your great grandman,
and they flooded you
with brown, blonde and blue turned brown and black.
Shit.
Hoffman was great.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Christopher Walken is an icon. He does. He's
King of New York.
King of New York. Come on,
Jesus Christ,
come on. All his roles.
Matter of fact, I gotta go back to this.
Yeah.
So. I've had guilty pleasure movies made for me, specifically me.
Made for you?
Made for me.
Wait, whoa.
Okay.
Ooh.
Number one, Django. I'm sorry.
You waited for that movie.
So many enemies get shot.
Yeah.
Beautifully in that.
Uh-huh.
It was beautiful. I love that movie to death. And then, Get Out now?
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
You know, it's funny. When I first saw Get Out, like I saw it, towards the end of his run in the theaters or whatnot, and I heard all this hype about it, blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So I saw it and I was like,
right,
like, that's all right, But then I'm like watching it again because it's doing his run on cable now. I'm like, this motherfucker's a genius.
Yes, you should see it. If you didn't catch all the nuances,
Right.
When you see it again, the second time.
Right, exactly.
Like,
I'm seeing it like so I'm like in the comfort of my home, and I'm watching this. Oh, this motherfucker! Holy shit!
Yo, the satire.
And now he's doing the he apparently has got the rights to Twilight Zone.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the rights to Twilight. Yes. He got the rights to Twilight Zone.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
And when you look at Get Out is a Twilight Zone episode.
Totally.
You know,
it's totally. I mean,
we saw that in the movies, and we had not known about. It wasn't all the hype. We just saw it was a regular movie.
Right.
Like
we
finally,
thought it was a regular movie.
I thought it was a regular movie.
But the premise in the trailer was it let you know in the trailer. This is
some goofy shit.
This
like
is a black dude.
Right.
Trying to, survive in a horror movie.
Right.
Right. Exactly. Right. So the whole genre itself turns it on his head.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
It was wonderful.
I think it was. Now, I'm not a fan of those guys, like the Key and Peele.
Bro,
no?
They are funny, bro.
Oh, my God.
I don't like that stuff.
No, you haven't watched all of it.
You know what? Maybe it caught me at a bad time. Like, you could be in a bad mood.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now. You will change your mind when you see one skit. I think the skit is called Slap Ass. Yo, they play these Dominican baseball players, man, and that shit had me laughing for months.
Maybe I approached it the wrong way.
I'm telling you.
It's very possible.
They got some shit that is really funny. Not just that angry Obama. I'm talking.
I just wasn't a fan when they first hit the scene.
Look, they got a skit, right?
They were like Ernie and Bert to me. They look like
do like he's clearly. Some of us been teasing talking about I look just like Peel and shit. I'm like,
you do get a Peel.
I know I get a Peel thing. But yo,
Farrell Monch or one of those guys.
I love Farrell.
I know you.
Jesus Christ. But all right, quick. There's a skit they did. Zombie apocalypse, right? The two of them are skulking around in the street trying to stay behind cars away from the zombies, right? All of a sudden they bump into a white woman. She's like, ah! And they're like, no, come, you're human. And as they're trying to make their way, they get attacked by a bunch of zombies. The zombies only snatch up the white one and leave them alone. When you see that racist zombie skit, man, they got some funny shit. Give them another chance.
I just didn't give him. That's the right word.
You were mad that Chappelle was off.
Well, you know what? No, I wasn't mad that it was off.
I love Chappelle.
I totally love Chappelle, and but I just didn't get it. Like to me, I didn't like the immediate substitution. Like, okay, he's gone. This is what we got.
That's how it felt.
And I'm like, no, that's not. I don't want that. I choose not to watch it. So I did that. I chose not to watch it and to get indulged into it and believe that was kind of. I thought it was, it was a little
light for you.
Yeah. It was like TV. Like I get it. I get what they were doing. I just never got into it, and it was nothing against them.
To me, they put a smile on some like hard truths and stuff.
Yeah,
and they put a smile. They did this one thing in their opening, which I thought was hilarious. Was when they said when you talk to an old black dude, like he just wants to keep talking to you, even though you're trying to get away and whatnot. so they would say, "Hey, young man, I see what you're doing up there, young man. That's fantastic, brother. You keep that going." And then the dude just keeps walking away, like he's walking in the audience. And he says, "Okay, thank you very much." And then all of a sudden, he's in the back of the audience. And I'm telling you, man, you better just keep your stuff going, all right? They're gonna try to turn you down, but don't worry about that. Keep that thing moving. And then later on in the skit, like they're trying to do the thing again, and then this dude pops up again. And let me tell you something, man. You just gotta gotta be strong with it. You gotta be strong with it.
That's keeping the tall, skinny one, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like him. I like them dudes, man. Look, they did a skit where they were talking about these black men that marry white women.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you, they all everybody in the meeting had the same gear on. A Wilson leather jacket. Washed out regular like Lee jeans. Penny loafers. V-neck sweaters.
It's going somewhere.
And then their main spokesman that they wanted to speak that day was Malcolm Jamal Warner. I was rolling. And he had the same outfit on. I know, it's a little twisted, man.
No.
But they tackled certain subjects at a different angle, right? They did this one where, the last episode, the Mexican gang meeting, right? And one dude, he comes in the meeting shot. They're like, Pepe, man, you're shot, go to the it's all right, go on with the meeting. Go on. And then the motherfucker falls. He's blue. So he's dying of blood loss. Baby, we have to get you to the... Go on to me, I can take it. The motherfucker dies.
Oh, damn.
His ghost comes out. Baby, you're dead. Go on with the meat. I'm right here. That's a hard Mexican song. Just a little, you know.
Yeah.
Mexicans
Key
are
and Peele.
hard.
Key and Peele.
Key and
Mexicans
Peele,
are
huh?
hard.
So, we started talking about this Black Panther. Record sales now? Record pre-sales.
Record pre-sale.
This now takes him back to his country. Like, it goes back to his land. Wakanda. Now, I do like how they played up to... I mean, I've watched the doctor back see how all playing up to Infinity War. Which,
it's going to be mega.
Which, this motherfucker's coming through kicking ass.
Thanos.
Well, Thanos is just
like he's demigod level.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's at that level. Demigod. What's the other guy on the DC side? Was it Darkseid?
Darkseid.
Yeah, he's the same kind of.
He's a bite.
He's a bite. Okay. I'm seeing that a lot now. If you watch Justice League, you watch they're like trying
because they are mad.
They're trying so hard.
They had the #1 spot, but when you keep bullshitting around with cheap storylines and fucked up effects,
what I've always thought that if they ever decided to like bull up Teen Titans, that would be, to me, that would be a challenge, because I think that's the only DC book that challenged Marvel sales.
Yes.
When Teen Titans became popular, and when so you elevated dudes like Robin and stuff like that. But that was bad because it was written by some Marvel dudes who like jumped ship.
Marv Wolfman.
Yeah. And they started writing these stories, and they focused on these dudes, and because they could create their own history. There was no history for these guys.
So they had no backstory.
Right, they had very little backstory. So they could just
empty slate. You could just go in and just go.
And they did.
It was nice.
You remember, DC was in the toilet.
Yeah.
All we got was Marvel, right? Then George Perez, the main artist from the Avengers, and Marv Wolfman, one of the main writers, defected, went to DC. Teen Titans automatically is a hot book.
It's a hot book, okay.
Right? Bro, they're making a TV show. I think it's going to be on TNT or something called Titans. It's coming out. Live action.
Right, you said it earlier. Titans. You said it when we started. You started talking about it just now.
Not Teen Titans, but we were talking about the Netflix shows, like, Jessica Jones. And all. But this Titan, I just read about it the other day, and they showed a shot of what Robin's going to look like, and another character, Hawk and Dove.
Is it dark? Is it?
I can't tell you.
See, because I think that's what they get crossed up in. Are they dark? Are they Gotham? Or are they Metropolis? So Metropolis, and when I saw that blend, it didn't work. It was like being.
Okay, so you talking about that Legends of Tomorrow or the Flash and Arrow
I haven't
shows?
seen any of those. Like I get a look at them and I go, they're just too whimsical for me.
It's all right. See, I used to watch, what was that show? Smallville.
Smallville.
Guilty.
Okay.
Smallville
was good though.
I thought it was good. But they're all like that now. Like, you got to do something different.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? I watched that Smallville.
Go back to the origin of it, and then
it's like you got to do something better. Like, I thought Gotham was a good idea, but they needed to flesh that out more.
Gotham is the one
with the young Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Okay. But I like how isn't that the same? It goes on the same theme of like Once Upon a Time, like the show.
And I've never watched it, but I heard like it's with the old storylines.
That is a dope concept because they take it today's world and show you how it's all of a sudden it's a girl. It'd be a modern day crime movie. It looked like a CSI show, and the girl has long hair. They flip it. She's Rapunzel.
She's Rapunzel.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, wait a minute. That shit freaked me out.
I heard this. I haven't seen this, but I've seen scenes. Y'all seen American Gods yet?
No.
Oh.
No. Is that crazy?
I heard it's blazing hot.
Now, who's in this?
All these different gods, deities. I don't know the main premise, but I saw a scene where there's a god, African god named Shango, a real deity that was worshipped in Africa, and he's supposed to be in the form of a spider. Okay, and they showed a scene where he shows up on a slave ship, talking to the slaves like, "Yo, brothers, y'all gonna have to do something about this situation because." When they get you to the mainland,
this was gonna happen.
They gonna be raping you and murdering you and So he got the slaves to revolt, and I think they sacrificed their lives not to go and not to boat sink and everything, right? But that's just one little sliver of what I've seen. But all my friends that have watched it said American God's hot.
Really?
So I think it's like, maybe Zeus is in it, maybe, different.
Right.
But
It's coming on TV? It's coming on TV?
Oh, yeah, so Stars, I think.
Oh, Stars. Okay.
Stars. But you see all this thing about all these characters with powers.
Right.
Coupled with now, we can do so many things with graphics now. So we can make it really look good, that energy blast coming out from his hand.
Right. Not the old cheesy
video graphics.
Right.
Like, oh, like this shit we grew up on, like, $6 Million Man.
Have you watched it now? Have you watched it now, today?
That's my man.
No.
Watch it today.
It will make you laugh, right?
It's bug. I watched it with my son, and he was like, when is he ever going to fucking walk across the street? And he's going right there. He's going like right across the street.
Bird.
But I was always freaked out by those fembots. I
love the fembots.
They freaked me out, man. Then they lift that face off and
yeah,
they had the two balls and then
they
had little computer parts.
Yeah.
And shit. But that's this new Sonya thing we're talking about now. This new robot,
Sophia.
Oh man,
Sophia.
I wanted to be one. I'm sorry, sisters. It's about over for y'all.
So what do you think about artificial intelligence and you fucking got it?
No, sorry. Yo, man, they got latex big bubble asses now, and them just you hit. It go really wide. Yo, time is almost up on these chicks.
No, okay. So I worked in a hotel for many years, 10 years inside a hotel, and some of the crazy shit we've seen is insane. There was a room that was like, I think it was 1627 or something like that, and people would say, "No, I want this room because of the view." Like that was the code word, right? So you had to get this room, and somehow this is pre. I mean, we're talking 90s when the internet was not. It was not a big thing, but you could post like blogs or and people. It was just really words. It wasn't like JPEG and article. It wasn't really the way it is now. There was no Facebook or any social media sites, and everyone would go into this room, and they would have this little, and you lift up the bed. They hid shit underneath it. It had toys. It had masks.
Oh,
it had fucking filthy shit. Like, and it smelled like we would clean that room and be like, "What the fuck? It smells like fucking ass gum in here." Like
Jesus.
And we constantly. So when we do a deep clean, you lift the whole mattress up, and in the box under the bottom there was like a kit, like with all this shit. And
I know somebody like that. They pulled. There's a drawer and they pull it out, and it's Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yes, it's total debauchery in a box. And so we were trying to figure out, like, why do people why do they keep request this room? So the people at the hotel were so naive. They were like, it's the corner suite. It faces the ball in Times Square. I said, it faces the ball, all right.
All right, yeah.
But they had a desktop Suzy, like a thing. Now, this thing sits on the top of the desk. And I guess you bang it out. You know what I'm saying? It had a
coochie on
and everything. And you sit it on top of the desk, I guess, and position yourself, or maybe put it on the bed. It was all gel. They had pocket pussies, cans.
Oh, that sock thing.
It's a can. It's like a fucking can with a clit in it. Like, you know.
If you can't get a real one, why simulate?
But these toys. So when you watch these Japanese fuckers ordering these robots,
they don't give a damn.
They don't give a shit.
Look, these dudes got virtual girlfriends. They don't even have a body. They're just a program.
Oh man.
Sad.
It is sad.
All right, so have you seen these guys? Those dolls, latex dolls. These guys got $5,000-$6,000 latex dolls that they dress up.
Yeah.
Pull up, super.
I seen one that looked so real that I was like, "Yo, this is scary, bro. Like, you're really doing something."
They got the new robot latex ones that talk. Yeah, I just saw it the other day. No, but all right. I'm joking around. I've never done this, but I have to say,
You have a friend.
No, I saw this on Facebook. Somebody sent me, and it was like a half a woman.
Half a woman.
It just had the neck, shoulders, back, super bubble butt, and half the thigh. And when you touched it, it was solid and it regular, And I was like, my gosh, that looks kind of good. I think I want to invest a little money. I'm tired of spending.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Tired of these dates and money.
Dates.
No, I mean I'm a gentleman. You know, you have to. I'll spend for a date, but sometimes you just want to blast one off without any talk. Like,
you know,
why do we have to have banter?
Banter. But this has been a long quagmire between black women, white women, and why all these pro athletes seem to somehow just gravitate to these white women, etc. Allegedly.
Gravitate, or are they hunted?
We'll get that.
Well,
Okay, maybe, but you know what? Listen. In general, you see that they don't have, and we all know, races. We're very multicultural today,
yes.
And I've been around both, and some they just don't have the. What you doing? Where you going? That side of the switch, like they don't have that circuit in them, which you know what I'm saying? That, and that circuit is maybe more attractive to somebody that just says, "Hey, I just went to the fucking moon, babe, but I'm back," and they go, "Oh, glad you're back."
Oh yes, did you enjoy your stay?
How was the air up there? It was pretty.
That just means you just have to have a certain amount of money.
Okay, so that's what that is. Money buys some
civility. Money buys civility. And I'm sorry, I don't want to make it sound that simple, but
no, it's not. It's not that simple. But we get it. We understand.
If you a working dude, all right. I'm not even gonna joke with this. Here we go. I love my sisters to death, but you professional 3-4 degree having ladies that are cold at night because you have no man, you have no children. You just think that you're all that, and the only way you can get warm at night is to hug up on your degrees with your two comforters. It's because you think you're all that, and you now think you drank the Kool-Aid on black men. See, every black man can't be 6'5" football player with a baby arm in his pants,
right?
And the motherfucking Tesla. Like,
right.
You gotta find some medium ground. I know 50-year-old sisters still waiting.
I don't check any of those boxes that you mentioned. None.
Like, they're 50, bro. And they still look good, because, black don't crap.
Yeah, no.
Here in New York, we got some 50-year-old siren chicks running around, and they still looking for their alpha man who has all of this and then some.
Is that Idris? Is that Idris?
And they want Idris. Oh my God, they want Idris bad. They will suck his little black toenail if they could.
I think this guy could literally be like, "I wash my shitty drawers stains," and yes, Idris.
Take them, please.
If he pulled off his pants and, "Oh, excuse me, had a long day. Got some crud in my drawers.
I will clean it for you, Idris.
I'm scrubbing for you." No, they cringe over this dude.
They do. No. Let me tell you, I respect Idris.
I respect him too.
I won't actor.
I dope actor. I won't hate on him. I won't hate him at all.
His girlfriend.
The wife. Who's his girlfriend?
Yes, Idris.
Yeah.
She look good. She African.
Okay.
She got it. She look good.
Did you see The Mountain Between Us?
The Mountain. Ooh, melodrama. I don't watch it.
So the crazy thing about that movie was everyone knew she was going to. Yeah.
We knew it was coming.
This is when. It was like, is it before you go up the mountain? Is it when you come down? And then, once you go. This was a once you will go back, you don't come back.
John, I didn't even watch the movie. I saw the trailer. I said, I just want to know, is it going to be melted snow when it's done?
Right.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah, we knew it was going to happen. It was just when. Like, when does this happen?
Lonely white woman trapped on a mountain with Idris Elba. Ooh, this is a strong storyline to follow.
The crazy shit was when she got back home and saw her regular husband, she was like, "This is not going to do it for me anymore. The cavity is too big and you can't fill this hole in it.
The melanin penis I had was too strong for you now."
No, but Idris checks off. But go back to Stringer. What was his name? Stringer and Wire. Like he was the Wire.
The Wire, yeah.
Yes, man. Idris is a good actor.
Yeah.
Even the TV show, he had Luther.
I never saw it. Is that any good?
I saw a couple episodes. It was pretty good. Yeah,
I liked it. Definitely. But I like Idris. But let's go to this, gentlemen, because we're all in this caramel flavored type of melanated thing.
Yeah.
But the women love them. Some dark-skinned men right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? And I'm happy because when we were coming up, it was all about light-skinned curly hair.
Yeah, sure, man.
And y'all had that. Y'all
Hey,
get away
listen,
with some of
man.
that.
I got
both
away
y'all
with
had
it.
little locks and shit. Motherfuckers running around with
I was
Samoan Hawaiian.
I'll be sure.
Nah.
I'll be sure it made me a fucking god. You know what I'm saying? This guy did
He
it.
did episode LB for a second.
Yeah, this guy made me a god. I was like, hey, I didn't ask for this, but I'm gonna run with it. Then Christopher Williams came right behind him. I was like, yeah. Till fucking Nino Brown. Fuck.
That's right.
Oh, Nino came in. That was it.
That's right.
Oh, this
Sisters is like, oh,
Wait a minute, the dark skin
I'm
one's the
on-
one in charge.
yeah.
God damn it!
I mean, to this day,
Yeah.
I'm online. You look too light-skinned did it for me.
Ooh.
I'm like,
You're online. What the fuck?
light-skinned did it.
Oh, go back to that online.
Oh, I mean Facebook or whatever.
Oh, okay.
You know.
You're too light skinned for me.
I've heard that in the past. Too light-skinned?
You're too light.
Do you see my
Oh,
nose
man.
and negroid lip is in? What the?
Nah, it's just
What's wrong with you?
you're from Barbados, right?
Benjamin, all the
Benjamin.
way, Jesus. Ross Halls.
Whole town.
Whole town, yes.
Yeah, I know whole
That's
town.
what my house was.
Really?
I'm
We had a great time we had a great time in Barbados.
Yo, man, so you got to come with me. We got
No,
time.
for sure.
Can you get away from me?
I'm a family man.
I'm over here pulling stuff out.
Oh, okay. All right. You gotta find that weird.
Yeah, no, you can bring them. I just need to show you something for one night.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
I stayed at the.
Yeah, that's right there.
Yeah, this way we'll cross.
Here I go. Yes.
I stayed at the Mango something. Mango.
Oh, Mango Bay or something
Mango
like that.
Bay.
Yes,
yeah. All inclusive, nice spot.
Keep touching
It was,
this thing.
no, I can pull it closer so you don't pull.
It's me.
But I did have a nice time there. It was right by what's that season right at the 4th of July or whenever they have the festival.
Yeah, Croppo.
Yeah, Croppo when they burn all the
Jesus
fucking
Christmas
things,
Christ,
something
man.
like that.
Don't make me cry.
It was great, and I did walk. Now I'm gonna tell you one story that happened to me.
Mhm.
Because I like to do, you walk out, you venture, let me see
yeah,
what everything
yeah.
is.
Mix in.
I have, obviously, I make shirts and stuff.
Mhm.
And, so I have one of my street equity shirts on. Shout out to Official Flavors for the One Race,
Official
One Love.
Flavor.
My man, Andrew Vine. Official. Oh, so I'm walking. I had a camo shirt,
Mhm.
with my logo on it or whatever. So I'm walking down, and these motherfuckers came in a tank and
And said you can't wear that.
yeah, man, what's your way?
Oh.
And I'm like, I didn't do anything.
You can't wear camouflage in Barbados.
I
Because
didn't
Oh,
know.
yeah, it's only for the military.
okay.
Yeah, impersonate our character. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm not impersonating anyone. I'm just going to the store. I was like literally trying to walk,
Yeah.
trying to find a store, a real store. I didn't want to buy shit from the gift shop. I wanted to go to the
Yeah.
real
Right.
store, and it was literally like 2 blocks away.
Mhm.
Yo, these dudes had the machine gun on
Yes.
top of the truck, and they're like, yeah, take it off. And I said, okay, I'll get back to my room. No, take it off.
Now.
Or I'll take it off for you. And I was in the street like a little bitch.
In that t-shirt.
I'm in my wife beater,
Yes.
which we don't know why they call it a wife beater. I'm standing in my wife beater, and he's like, yeah, now go back to your room, man. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, man. They
I was scared out of my head.
No, that's the one thing they don't play with, bro.
I was like, it's just a shirt. It's a t-shirt, man.
Camouflage, man.
It was like, nah, man. You impersonating an official officer, man.
Fucking imperialist.
I was like, damn, you guys.
No, you got to go. No, that's the only. Barbados is the kind of island. But I tell you, when I first went there as a young man, when I was at full bustle up Kev, muscle neck, cold knuckle dragging level, man. I walked through the toughest part of Barbados with a fat Super Gold, had a jug of rum. 4 o'clock in the morning. Can't get into no trouble, man.
Yeah.
Couldn't get into trouble.
Yeah. You was trying to get in trouble.
I was trying.
Why? You wanted to beat
I
somebody
was
else?
drunk.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I'm loose around here. I'm hard and Hollis. I'm walking around.
You show them how that Hollis
And everybody just want to, hey, man, what's going on, man? Just get some drinks.
But I walked through this little galley behind the alley of the hotel. There's a bunch of little clubs in there. Actually, me and my son went to a
I know
club.
you went to on First Street or whatever it is over in the
But
hometown.
the mall is across the street.
Yep.
The mall was
Mall supermarkets across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
let me just tell you,
No,
they just knocked the shit down. They building a new one, and motherfucking Louis Vuitton and Cartier just opened up over
But
there.
it had that. It was there.
Oh, was it already? Oh, so I'm late then.
I was there 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, it had Louis Vuitton, and my wife was.
Yeah. All right, so the mall that was right next to it, they building. They knocked it down. They building a whole new.
Wow. Okay.
Because the money.
Yeah.
Right.
And we went to the mountainside, on the other side of the mountain, standing on the fucking edge of a cliff.
Oh, and looked over the island.
And the fucking water was... And the guy was like, dude, he was like, there's been about 6 deaths here from selfies.
But they fell off the side.
They fell off the fucking cliff taking selfies. Because they gotta
go, oh, yeah!
Because there's no fucking rail. There's no rail. There's no rail. And the rail that is to stop you is way back. So the guy said, once you cross over this, man. You're on your own, man.
And there's nothing but death rocks at the bottom.
No, it's jagged fucking... Jagged shit.
Definitely.
Look like fucking a Flash Gordon movie or some shit.
Yeah, it's nothing but death. You fall over, you go, okay,
you're done,
all right.
You're done.
No, but I mean, let me tell you,
we got an extra
Barbados,
ticket.
It's so sweet. Like, the water's crystal clear.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Your money's double.
Yeah.
So the cheapest thing to do is eat and drink and party.
We had a great time. Food was awesome. Oh. I did lose a pair of $150 Oakley on a jet skis.
Oh, well.
Now, mind you, check this shit out. The guy that rented us the skis, first of all, through the hotel was super expensive, and then just walking on the beach. Now, they have every beach is public.
Yeah.
So there is no such thing as private beach. Right. So as long as you're on the water, there, it's part of the hotel. Yeah. You're not supposed to go grab the chairs from the hotel and do all that stuff. Yeah. The chairs are the property of the hotel. But the beach, you go. So it's tons of. You want to buy a bracelet? You want to buy this? You want to buy that?
Right.
And I'm like,
you want to buy small? Whatever you want.
Yeah, the guy told me we got everything, man. We got this, cigarettes, pussy, this. I'm like, wait, go back. What? You sell all that?
Whatever you want. Come to me. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. So it is a nice place. I really like it. And then the guy made sure that I got to drive you to Rihanna's house. Like, I was like, okay.
Yo, man, Oprah got a compound over there on that side, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of shit was for sale. Like, we saw, we saw like 3 or 4 compounds that were like, oh, this used to be so-and-so. We went out of business and now.
I have the money right.
Yeah, I would do it. Oh,
because
man.
Look, none of the storms hit the island.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you ain't getting hit by no storms. Your money's double.
Yeah, you went straight through.
And the government is so under control. All right, you can't get into a cursing argument in Barbados in the street. Because if you out there going, motherfucker, you suck my dick. Father, and I'm on.
We'll take care of it.
Shut your asshole up. I'm going to lock you up.
Yeah.
Quick. That's what they're not playing. And the thing, but you can do it. Look. I had a jug of rum in my hand.
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, and I couldn't use the men's bathroom wherever I was.
Mm-hmm.
It was crowded and some shit. I went outside. I had to. I was doing it myself. Peeing on the side of a tree, 2 police officers come walking by, and I'm shook. I can't stop peeing.
Right. Yeah, it is.
So they're walking to this. I'm sorry, officers. I couldn't contain myself. They're like, man, you're in Barbados.
Yeah, the
give you no ticket for peeing on that tree. And they go, what do you think? Am I a cunt?
Oh, shit.
I didn't say you're a cunt, officer.
Oh, I didn't say that.
The C word? Jesus.
Damn.
No, but that's what's cool here in New York, man. You can't take a pee on your tree outside your house right now.
They seem to come out like Harold and Kumar, right? They just come out like, no, they just
like pop out.
They just pop
out. I ain't seen you niggas in weeks.
And now I'm taking a pee on the tree and you're here.
Yeah, they do seem to come out like that. But,
oh, you know one thing?
Yeah.
Never have your, militant homeboys around you when the cops are around.
No, that's a recipe for some
disaster.
Real disaster stuff.
We have a friend called Damon. Who you all know.
Which Damon?
Damon, I don't want to say his last name.
Okay, don't say his last name.
Damon of the...
He's away right now, that Damon?
No, Damon is...
Okay.
But anyway...
that
Yes, all right. We're at the 179th Street spot getting some heroes. 179th the hillside. And,
he had a nickname.
We call them the Monkeyhead Brothers. Him and his brother Gary.
Yeah, but what was the nickname? Cuda.
Cuda Matata?
Was it Cuda?
His mother used to call him Cuda.
Cooter or something?
Something like that. You don't remember?
Right,
we're talking across the street from Riv, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, make a long story short, we stand up there waiting for our heroes to be finished. And we bought tall beers.
Okay.
But they're closed. We're not going to open until we get back to the rest. Right. Black cop drives up. Oh, those beers better not be open.
Right.
Damon, Don't you have something to do, motherfucker? Like find a rapist or murderer?
Oh, God.
Why are you bothering us about our beers? I'm standing there in horror now because I know the cops like, oh, you want disrespect? Oh, I'm gonna come fuck with y'all. Yeah. Gets out the car and starts checking our beers now, one by one. When he checks Damon's, he's being a little extra forceful with Damon. Don't try to open up my beer and try to fucking frame me in some bullshit over a beer. And I'm like, see, this never even had to happen.
You just had to just say that.
Oh, that when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah. Is that a Keith Bills?
That's a Chappelle one.
That's a Chappelle.
Okay.
Yes. Like, don't bark at the cop.
Yeah.
Just say, officer, they're unopened.
Yep.
And he'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Now, there's typically we're good. Good job.
Hey, good looking out. Oh my God.
Almost.
Respect, officer.
Thank God you're here.
Yeah. You almost got me.
Man, we gotta wait
They will do that. I mean, you got to be careful all the time with these guys. But being militant in that situation never does anybody any good, man.
Let it go.
It does not.
Sandra Bland?
Ooh.
Sandra Bland, I think.
Bland.
Did she try to tell the cop?
Yeah.
Why are you stopping me over my fucking...
Oh, the woman that,
Yeah.
Like,
she ended up hanging herself in the...
What was it, a broken tail light? Turned into being in jail to getting strangled to death?
Yeah.
The bullshit.
Yeah, they did her dirty. They did her dirty.
Yeah, still doing it.
And like her back was broken.
Oh. That's ridiculous. And how do you explain this shit?
Yeah, it's just to no avail of
now, I'm gonna bring it all the way around to the issue when we were talking about the imaging and putting so much thought into images. But we live in a society where everything. I'm gonna hit you with this. It's something that's I'm awakening. I'm going through this change right now.
I love it. Yeah,
I'm 51. I'm in between jobs right now. I don't have to run. There's some funds. I don't have to just run and get a job.
Right.
And I'm just taking this time to look at what I really want to do.
Right.
I don't want to go back to Manhattan. Right. Not one more motherfucking. I'm not working in Manhattan no more. It's done.
Right.
Okay.
I feel your pain. Yeah.
This last summer of commuting was the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay. But where I'm going is this.
It's cattle.
I've been finding out more and more about our history. Because this is what did it. When he came up, that fucking orange-head idiot, make America great again. You see, America was in the toilet. Obama came in and made it great again.
Yeah.
And now this motherfucker don't want to give him credit. Right. That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
But I said to myself, make America great again. And these motherfuckers actually think that this is their land when they have murdered and pillaged everywhere they've ever gone and took everything by power.
Yeah.
And trickery. Okay.
We'll give you these 3 pieces of wood for that.
Give you these bees. Only 20 bees for an island? Fine. Whatever it is. However.
Put a turkey on top of it and we'll call it a deal.
We call it a deal. No. Do you guys know that New Orleans is thousands of years old?
Yes.
Thousands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, why wouldn't it be?
No.
Okay.
But see, we're taught, Africans were only brought here by slaves. But then we know that somebody was here before Columbus.
Sure.
And he never even got all the way over here. He got to the West Indies.
Right. Of course.
So I looked at some of the old conquistadors' writings. I looked at Columbus. Columbus says that he found America by the help of a Moor.
Right.
Okay? The Moors were the North American Africans that ruled Europe for 800 years.
Right.
Every castle is built by them.
Yep.
Not white people. So every castle is built by Kemetic math from Africa. Here it goes. So I'm doing some research. Do you know there's a fucking pyramid in the Grand Canyon?
No.
Look it up, brothers. The Smithsonian will certify it for you online.
Yeah.
There's a pyramid in the Grand Canyon.
But I could believe it. I mean,
but absorb that for a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a Grand Canyon if there's a pyramid in the Grand Canyon, it took thousands of people to carve that.
Right.
And the sailing records that the Moor told Columbus about, Columbus said, "Well, how'd you find this shit?" "Oh, we fashioned our sailing records after old Egyptian records that we found." I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah. So they copied it.
The Moors copied BC level sailing records from Africa through the Caribbean into the Gulf of Mexico to New Orleans, Mississippi River into the interior of the country. Right. I surmise, like some professors are doing right now, when these white people got here, there were thousands, and Lord knows how many black people here.
Yeah.
And I just read some shit. This is what I'm looking at right now. The Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah.
It looks like when they did that, it was already cities.
Well, you had to bargain with somebody. You were bargaining with somebody.
But they always said it was Indians.
They said it was like they were uncivilized people. These were business people. These were
sprawling cities. So the real mystery now is how many black people did they murder? How much of our history did they destroy and steal that was already in America? The Mexicans just gave credence to the black Mexicans of South Mexico.
Right.
That the conquistadors met back in the day.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, shit.
You're doing some homework.
Yo, man, it's deep. It's so deep.
It is.
We don't know our history to the point why brothers in Chicago should not be killing themselves if they know that they are really like living gods. Like, I'm going to trip you out with this. Do you know our melanin does not just reflect sunlight? Like they were told, you guys don't need to use so much, suntan. Y'all that no. We absorb solar energy.
Right.
Like photosynthesis, like plants.
Right.
And store it. And it makes us stronger.
Well, yeah, we're sun people.
We're people. Years ago, some black Israelites on 42nd Street was like, brother, don't you niggas get strong at 3 a.m. in the morning?
Right.
And I was like, what kind of crazy shit? I'm coming drunk at the club and listen to this motherfucker talk about I get strong at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, don't you know the other day, you gotta watch this shit. The Pyramid Code is on Netflix. It's a series of documentaries. Shit's deep. Real deep.
That's my shit. I live in that.
That Pyramid Code shit is so deep that they are showing right now.
And I visited the pyramids too.
That's what you was in?
I physically went. I had to touch it for myself.
They are cutting pieces of that shit away and hiding shit. Okay? They don't want us to know. Do you know that them pyramids in Giza and them pyramids all over the world, you can find pyramids everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
These shits are still irradiating energy.
Yeah.
They're power conductors of the planet. The planet Earth has a certain amount of energy it makes.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And it looks like the lines of longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
It's energy moving like that. It directly with the sun. Whatever side the sun is shining on is absorbing solar energy, helping power the planet, right?
Yeah,
that's the way I can say it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense.
But then when the sun moves to the dark side, for some reason, they said 3 a.m. in the morning in the documentary, power rises in the planet. And the most powerful points that it happens at is where pyramids are built.
But so is it 3 a.m. for that time zone? This is where I get confused with that.
Yes.
So it's not 3 a.m. here.
In the time zones that this energy bands are moving. Okay. And it says that
so if you triangulate it.
Yes, the strongest crossing points that they found of this energy is where pyramids and other ancient artifacts are built.
Yeah, I've seen.
They've tapped into shit. The scientists saying we can't tap into this energy. We don't have the technology.
Nah, go to fucking work. You fucking go run the treadmill. Go run the treadmill while we dig this shit up, and then we'll come back and tell you what we found.
So where I'm going is main thing. We're so powerful. The more we get into our history, I don't think we even from here no more. And I think really the Dogon tribe in Africa. From BC time, these motherfuckers that mapped out the Sirius star system, saying that's where my ancestors come from.
Yeah.
Don't you see these governments are starting to release the UFO information?
I know, it's coming any day now. Yeah.
So there's some shit going on that we need to know. There's connection. I think we're more than just here. We.
Well, I think we're special enough to say you're looking for some other. We're pretty fucking special.
Yeah.
We're the fact that you can wake up and you're generating energy and power with no fuel. Like, you have very little fuel other than the sun and water. So the little two things that you can live the longest with are sun and water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could go some protein. You go 30, 40 days before protein starts eating away at your body. And you start, malnutrition and stuff. But you still could adapt. And, this, eating plants, plant-based is one of the biggest things that they've hid from us. Chicken.
That's the thing, yes.
They give you all this other shit. The plant-based diet has allowed Africans to sustain that same symbiotic. This is why they were so strong. Why do you think you needed these guys to come? What can you do? Can you lift that?
Yeah, they
rocks. We found a little village over here, and can you do that somewhere else?
These people have tried to enslave everyone.
Yeah, no,
but no one was able to survive the trip but us.
Right. No,
everyone. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You can't look. I remember.
Goodbye, Uncle Tom.
Paul. My favorite is Paul Mooney. I love Paul Mooney.
Bro.
And he has prostate cancer right now. Please, Mr. Mooney, please survive.
Does he?
Yeah. Because I saw him perform the other day. He can only do 15 minutes.
Oh, really? He's that bad?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He's at the journey.
And the handlers had to come take him off stage. Because he wanted to stay, but he's not physically strong enough.
Physically do it anymore.
And it shit hurt me, man. I love that motherfucker. But he always said, why I even brought him up is the fact that, oh, come on, Kev. Something to do with what you were saying. And and I lost my train of thought. Damn it.
No, what we were talking about was the symbiotic relationship between how.
Now I got it. So we're alkaline. Like, we're supposed to drink alkaline water. They say to only eat, for us, we should only drink Fiji or Evian.
Actually, Geyser Peak is one of the most available waters that has the highest pH value.
Oh, good.
Geyser Peak.
Geyser Peak.
Looks like a shitty fucking
water. Yeah, it does.
Label.
Yeah.
It's Geyser Peak has the best pH balance.
Okay.
I don't do that much to it, but I try to. I've been on this journey for the last 2 years now, going on 2 years now. I've seen it, and I've seen my body do this, and I go, oh shit,
different things affect you.
Yeah.
Like, again, the diet here in America for blacks, the soul food, that all comes from the scraps of masa table. Yeah. But when you look at what Africans eat, like my grandmother before she passed for 2 years, she only went sweet potato, and then I look. You guys know Dr. Sebi?
Sebi, yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. You look at his diet, it's all high antioxidant. You look like you live for 1,000 eating that stuff.
This guy claimed to cure AIDS and cure all these diseases. We talked about him on one of our shows.
High antioxidant
Which is
diet.
why I changed my diet to his, and you see what happened to him. Now,
wait. No. Dr. Sebi would still be alive today, I think, if them motherfuckers, they had it out for him.
Yeah, of course they did. They said, go heal yourself, motherfucker. Put you in this damn
put you in a damn...
And then said, let's see you get out of this
one, and he was like, well, give me some teas and some shit.
Actually, he asked
Can I get some teas and some fruit?
He asked for 2 herbs and said, give me, I think, licorice or something.
Yeah.
And some kind of... herb that he was asking for, and he can boil it, and he keep that fucking slop shit he was given.
He was already 90-something years old. Yeah. So
and he just had a baby.
Oh, word!
He just had a baby.
Still healthy.
He said he was impotent for many years until he did No, then he did some shit. He drank his own piss and fucking.
No. You know what's all men are supposed to eat mad watermelon.
Yes.
Watermelon keeps you...
Which is why they came up with this stereotype that you cooning with the watermelon. To make us go, I don't put no watermelon.
I don't want to eat that. Yes,
Because when motherfuckers ate that watermelon, they came in there and said, Mrs. Johnson, you need me to bust up your shiver-roll? How you know what he was doing? Bust that box up.
Come on in, father, boy. Yo, you can bust that up.
Yeah, that's what was happening. These dudes, so they created a stigma about it that made us go, I don't put that in front of me. You make me look like a poor Jesus. But that was Viagra for us.
It is.
It is.
When I read that, I was like, wow, I'm eating more watermelon. I didn't know it was that good.
That's what they were afraid of it, man. They showed the cartoon with these guys eating the watermelon, spitting the seeds out.
It's like a machine gun.
Was that Daffy Duck? Was that Daffy Duck?
It was one of them, man.
Yo, without further ado, we're going to take a break. We're going to take one break. I'm going to reset cams and stuff. This has been great. We're really, really kicking it up a notch with the homie Bust 'em Up Kev. We'll be back to you in a minute. We're back.
We are back. What's up, everybody?
What's up? Had a little piss break. Piss breaks are always good to do.
That's great, especially when you get this old.
Yes. You get this old. But, Man, we've covered a lot, and we went an hour and a half straight talking, real talk. It's good to have the homie back. We like we said, we want to dial back and talk about some of we're all trying to put the pieces. We grew up in a great time. We grew up in a great neighborhood. Whether you call it Farmers, Hollis.
Do y'all talk about the neighborhood? I talk about it a lot lately.
Listen, it is almost.
It gets back.
It's folklore to me. Like it. And as you start talking about, you realize you remember certain things. We had characters. You had Lumpy. You had you had Lumpy, Peanut,
Born Black,
and
Peanut, and Clinky,
Cisco.
Cisco. Where the hell is Cisco? He had the crazy leg, right? He had the crazy broken leg. With the walk,
he had the ill Diddy Bop walk.
He had the Diddy Bop walk. He had got into a car accident, and then they gave him some huge settlement, so he was able to live off of that. And all he did was drink. He always had a 40 ounce.
40 masters.
Always had 40 ounce. Kept paper bags in business.
Jay Connolly.
Wait. I gotta say one thing. When Cisco would see me, he would scream out, "Cisco from down low."
He didn't mean down low like that.
No, he wasn't the Bati bar.
Now, our friend Jay Connolly.
Jay Connolly, Shaw.
She's Shaw now, right?
Oh,
I haven't seen him in a long
He's
time.
back to Jay Connolly.
He's back to Jay again?
Normal.
You've seen him?
Yeah, I saw him walking. I was walking my dog maybe like 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
so he lives in the block?
So he's still there?
He's still there.
Man, this guy was, everybody is a pincushion.
Oh, poor guy. I tried.
What was it? Okay, this is bullying. Now bullying is a thing.
Oh, yeah. But
in that time,
he was one of the original people getting bullied.
Yeah.
In that time, it was just, you get picked on. I don't know, whatever it was. It was still called bullying, right? We still call it bullying. But him, I mean, guys tied him to trees.
You remember that?
Well, I remember everything.
God damn it! I told this story a couple of weeks. Suleiman and Suel had that motherfucker tied up like an Indian. And them motherfuckers running around whipping his head. It was with wait, come on, Kev. It was remember the double Dutch wire rope with girls used to wear?
Yeah.
Had him tied up, man.
Yeah, I remember.
Yo,
I remember.
Whooping his head.
In my head, he had an apple in his mouth. I'm just saying, like, that was so fucking cruel. Like, it was super cruel. Yeah. And I remember, like, he would come, Now, there was times where we would sit, me and my boy Sean would sit on the stoop of 109, his stoop.
You talking about Shawnee?
No, Sean Bass, not my boy. Remember, I'm younger than y'all. I'm a little younger than y'all, so I hung out with different dudes. And he had like a little sweeping tree over, but we would sit and smoke our weed or whatever. Now, Jay would walk from 109 all the way to Farmers.
Oh, yeah.
He had the cane, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the African canes.
He used to come with a cane or whatever. But where we were sitting, no one could see we was there, right? So as he would cross, once he passed by our block on like First Street, he put on a bop, it just changed. He would change it.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Then he get closer to the hood. He had just, you know what I'm saying, just tilt his Kango a little bit, because he was rocking Kangos for a little. Like, I remember all of that stuff, man.
You know what's funny is, he was one of the most teased people, man. He was
bullied. I'm shocked that the recipe didn't lead to him wilding out and doing something crazy.
He did.
He did?
Yeah, he tried to kill himself.
Yeah. Okay, but he didn't succeed. So
no,
thank God.
He swallowed a bottle of peroxide.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. But that just fucks you up like that.
Peroxide.
It burned his esophagus.
And he had to get a clean.
He had to have surgery and all that.
So he's probably got a gargle. He's fine now.
No, he's fine now.
Oh, really?
Now, but that was like.
What was that?
10 or less.
That was probably longer ago.
It's got to be longer than that because I'm 45. You know what I'm saying? You're 51.
Yeah.
Right. You're 51. You're 51. And he's not even 50 yet. He's just
this summer.
This summer
I'll be 50.
Right.
Yeah, but that was even longer ago. And he was I would when I was still in Queens, I would catch him every once in a while. Like I would catch him like at the public library.
Yeah.
He was going up there.
He was selling cars or something. No.
I just remember like
me got him a job selling cars.
I just remember like he would like late at night he would like sit on the mailbox in the corner and like start singing. And I'm like, I'm saying to myself, I think we just fucked this dude up to the point like,
y'all
did we just like,
up,
did we just like create a fucking psychopath?
Y'all fucked this guy up.
I remember you. Yeah, I remember you bullying him.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't. But I was part. I didn't dissuade
the
it.
most I've ever seen your brother do is maybe body slam him on the grass, maybe wrestling.
Yeah, but that was a mutual thing.
Yeah,
that was a mutual thing. I wasn't. I didn't take part in the.
We didn't bully people. Now our friends, our lovely friends of the Lamont family, known terrorists.
I've been trying to get Sula up
terrorists.
I'm
we
getting
need
Sula
to get Suleiman up here. That's a whole other.
Now Sula hangs out. He comes to my parties. You know, every time I throw something, he comes.
He's got a nice business. He's the
boiler.
So he does boilers.
Well,
he's got his own. But he's got his own business, right?
Two sides.
Yeah,
okay.
He works for someplace. I think he goes inside.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh no, he gets it in. Everybody knows.
Suleiman. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So Sula, you up, man?
Yeah, man. We need you up here.
You up here, man.
Get your hair freshly curled.
Yo, he came to my party.
The DJ
everybody
Quick.
was like,
DJ Quick.
Yeah, who's the guy with the perm? And I'm like, that's OG right there.
Right,
that's my guy.
Many a woman has fallen.
And they have he got a strip pole in his house.
Yes, he do. Right in the middle of the living room. No. There was a time period, I ain't gonna lie. And I love you, Sue. Yo, man. I'm looking for Sue, man. It's like 98, 99, around the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, man, where's Sue, man at? Oh, man, you gotta go to Dreams to find that nigga.
Oh, Dreams.
You remember Dreams?
Remember Dreams? Yeah.
Yo, man, this dude had his own personal cubby in Dreams, man. With his name on it. Instead of coming in, I'm like, yo, man, where y'all see Sue, man? Oh, he in the back. I'll go get him for you. He in the back.
Dreams and Gordon's two separate ones?
Gordon's.
That's what it was.
But there wasn't a spot called Dreams.
It was Dreams. I think it was the same place.
It was the same place.
Yeah,
It was the same place.
Okay.
It was Gordon's though back then.
Gordon back then.
Gordon.
This dude
Gordon's.
had his own. Couldn't find him in the hood.
Yeah.
If I go there, oh, he's in the back. I'll go get him.
We had some great legacies and some interesting characters.
You call it the Rock series.
Yeah,
the Liberty Rock series.
Pretty much. I mean, you know what? It was really a triangle of, because we had the Hollis to Woodhall side,
right?
But then you had the
farmers side, yeah.
And 109 was like the split, and like went right through, and went right to the Rock. So you had, me, Lonnie B, and all us. It was a large set of
fully connected.
But look at the amount of children. Look at the amount of kids.
Ton.
And we all played. We did shit together. Remember Paul Pass?
Oh, wow. Paul.
The whistle.
Had the whistle?
Wait a minute. That was a paper boy.
Yeah.
He was a paper boy.
Yeah, Paul, the religious paper boy.
His family was very religious. And that's Jalex's cousins. And they were...
Right.
Really? They related to Jalex?
Yeah, first cousins.
Oh,
you didn't know that?
They were related. Yeah. The Martins are related to the Passes.
Yes.
Yo, I need to speak to Jalex, man. There's some heavy... they want some FUBU, some famous people to help with some mentoring. I got to talk to him.
We'll talk.
He had his didn't he have his birthday party over the weekend?
Yeah.
Some big birthday bash.
I was impressed.
Always does the crazy stuff, man. So
happy birthday, Jal.
Jay.
Happy birthday, Jalex.
The fashionista, the fashion mind.
The
He had a TV show. He had a TV show, The Fashion Mind, which was pretty good, but it just was on a different network. And
there was a time, I don't know if you remember this. There was a time where one summer, it was kind of like Paul Pass versus Jay Connolly.
Oh my god!
It was like a series.
They were fighting.
It was like they were like.
Oh my god!
It's like bum fights.
It was like
bum fight. That's what it sounds like.
And there was like this 5-week period in the summer where like every weekend they got into a fight.
Do I remember them like hitting each other with shoes?
Shit like that. And it was like, what the fuck just happened now? And then you would see Paul like would come on his bike and then just like drop his bike and then go up to Jay and just start hitting him. And then Jay would come over with the ram hand, yes.
And he was dead ass. Like,
yes.
And he had the whistle, and he used to go through. He had the glass,
and they would, and they would like hide in different spots, like
Jay songs with it, like.
And he would tell him, like, come by my house, and you go by my house, and you went there, but then he'd come out of like Darren's backyard or some shit like.
Yes,
it was just this like WWE series and shit.
It's coming back. Memories now. He just said, Do you remember when it was the 10-cent icy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Jesus,
Yes, sir.
that was a business.
I told
That was a
Darren
straight up
on
business.
here all the time. Him and Kathy are on here on my page.
Yo.
Yes.
I told him, I said, you guys have no
They
idea
had
what
the
you
best.
did.
They had the best one.
They're the best one.
Yes. They had different
they
flavors.
was
They
bigger.
would mix them up.
They was stacking the
Yes,
flavors.
they
on
They were
top
stacking
of each other.
flavors. Yes.
And then there was a competition between Little Rodney, Darren and Kathy, Rob Meek and them.
More people started doing it. Everybody started doing it.
Homemade icy business.
They had the homemade ice.
But yeah, Karen and Daffy's was the best, right? I'm correct.
For without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt. And Darren be on my page. Kathy, I think they're both down in Florida.
Yeah, they're in Florida. They were good.
Yeah, yeah. So, Rodney. Yeah, Rodney.
Little Rodney.
Well,
Little Rodney Jones.
Jones, yeah. He's on my page too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he follows me on
Rodney, you owe me your life. We have to talk. I just had to remember how many times I saved you.
Now, what a lot of people don't know is, my mother went to court with the father. You guys remember that?
With Willie Jones?
Yeah. She hit him over the head with a bat.
Mm-hmm.
I always loved your mom. Your mom was so cool, man.
Yo, listen, their stories are endless, and this is part of what this is for, is to reconnect that. There was so much shit that happened.
All right. Now I got a memory there.
Okay, good.
I got a memory of what there used to be that bar in the corner.
Pleasant Lounge.
Pleasant Lounge.
The Pleasant Lounge. Yeah. Totally lost.
Yeah.
Pleasant Lounge.
And I remember
she was the barmaid.
Your mom, Willie Jones in there.
That's what happened.
And Pizza's mom or whoever was in there, and Plinky's mom was in there.
Yes.
Hanging out with them. That's all my memory can really remember.
Vicky.
Yeah.
Vicky and them used to be in there. She's on my page. She's around.
You
gotta be careful.
Be careful now. It's 2018. Everybody else.
People got their shit together, and social media has put people at least
I'm sorry,
they could be alive.
Vicky, you had the super bubble.
Yeah, she
good Lord. Yeah. It formed my childhood.
Yeah. But in that bar, man, so much shit used to go on in there.
The Pleasant.
Listen, that bar had pool table, had cigarette machine in the corner, and you could with 75 cents with a plunger.
With a plunger
buy
thing.
a pack of cigarettes.
Oh,
and
75 cents.
And they fall out to the bottom, always in a soft pack.
Soft pack. Yes.
Because they had to fall, and I didn't learn until later that the reason the soft pack was because they sold them in vending machines.
Right, because they had to be pliable. So
they had to be soft, so when they hit, they didn't crack up and stuff like that. And I remember guys used to be in there smoking their ass off. I used to sit at the end of the bar, draw pictures, and my mother would be like, get a little nigga a nickel or something. Give him something. I'd be like, oh, this is nice. I'm going to hang it up in my... Yeah, pay him, man. And it was great. It was like it was such a good time. I remember there was so much smoke in there. All you saw was the light over
the light over there. That's right. That's all you saw.
Man, this had to have been carcinogens at the highest level. We were just inhaling.
Yeah, 6 niggas got cancer because of that fucking.
It was a fight in there every weekend.
Oh, man.
Ronnie bumping these guys, all these guys.
Those dash.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this is a different time that a lot of people were asking the recollection of putting it all back together, because these things have gone on to start career. People have traveled the world, and now people in their sane mind with all this bullshit going on, they're like, damn, I remember the good, and that was a good time.
Those are the.
It was hard. It was hard, but it was so good. It was so good.
Do you remember the love?
Slims. You could
Big Slim, Quick Candy,
50 cent worth of cheese, like $1 when you order by the dollar. You didn't order a pound. We didn't order.
Yeah, you said $1.50 worth of spiced ham.
Right. Then you got $2 to spend. You want 50 cent worth of spiced ham, 50 cent bologna, 50 cent cheese. Nah, I got the other cheese at the house, the wax cheese.
And then they open up Quick Candy across the street.
Quick Candy was the
They
door.
open up Quick Candy where you got the penny candies, where they get the sweetest fish.
Oh, you know what?
And the games. You had the game. You had Mr. Lucky,
Bimmy, Brother Joe, and
Joe's on here too.
Joe. And Crip Rodney.
Yes.
Tried to stick me and the Rodney up for our money for the Quick Candy. Shit. Middle of the day. And I'm like, yo, man, y'all must be bugging, right?
You see me every day.
Y'all gonna get me for 50 cents? And they were serious.
Yo, it was dead serious.
They were dead serious.
It was dead serious.
I can't get no help from little Rodney. He's skinny and looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I got to fight these two niggas by myself. And then through the clouds, oh,
okay.
Big Rodney Jones.
Oh, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Oh, where is he?
You said you just saw him, right?
Oh, that's what you were talking about?
Yeah, he does a podcast and do something about sports, man. We gotta get him on.
Oh, man, we gotta get him.
He looks good. He had
great hair back in this
He
day.
had a gray Taliban that hangs out here just from the goatee and shit.
Uh-huh.
Clean, look great.
Oh,
You don't look like he aged almost, man.
Rodney Jones.
but that guy was like salt and pepper back then.
Yeah.
He had gray hair when we were kids.
He saved me from 2 ass whoopers from them assholes, okay?
Damn. Me and Joe had a fight a long time ago over that girl, Arlene. Remember Arlene when she just moved in?
She was bad.
And he dated her. He dated her. I
remember that.
Yes.
Wait, you?
Come on,
There
man.
was some day I grabbed a bat and Suleiman's father stopped me because Joe and them was fucking around with y'all down there.
They was beating me up,
Yes.
and Lonnie, because we was
Yo.
fucking with them, and we had ran into the fish store on the side.
Uh-huh.
I had something to remember.
All I know is somebody.
Suleiman was there because that's when he used to hang out with
Yes.
Jeff and Primo on that side of it.
Suleiman left the house because he heard, and I went home to get my bat. And when I'm coming past Suleiman's house, Mrs. Mom said, "Boy, where you going with that bat?" I was like, "Yo, we got some shit. Joe and them keep." I was like, "Yo, Joe and Crip Rodney." And he was like, "No, come in."
Yo, they was chasing me all down the back between the junkyard and all that stuff. Because I called her or some shit like that. I was like, you used to mess with my friends on this side, now you with him because he's, because these guys were the top guys in the city, you know what I'm saying, in the town. I mean, they had all the freshest clothes, they had the gear, they had cars. They
early, 16 in the car.
Yeah, these dudes was getting it.
Doing 2 trips sometimes.
They was getting it. So we was like regular dudes trying to
Yeah,
but those stories, like when you look back at them and you hear something like that in Compton, or you hear something that's the same story. It's the same story of how everybody aspired for the self-employed. I won't say with that type of business, but that everybody was like, wow, how are these guys doing it? These guys are made. Like these guys are made. Like just recently, Eddie Woods died.
Yes, Eddie Woods died.
Now you had it's the son. Now you had Denzel at the funeral. You had Farmers. These guys are here. You got Stevie J. You got all these celebrities and stuff because he was a big guy in the community, the music community, a big lawyer. And I didn't make it that day. I was supposed to go, and all my friends were there. And like, yo, you didn't go, and I'm like, when they said Denzel was at Foster Phillips, like,
wow, yeah. Wow.
But it's big. I mean, that's how big
our
little farmers have grown.
Our neighborhood
is, you know what I'm saying?
So influential.
It was the best. It was the best of times, I'm telling you. And
when they did the Tribe Called Quest on Linden. Nuclear, that was last year, right? Every year, LL's at O'Connell Park.
OCP,
for weeks with his program with kids.
Absolutely.
The one thing though, do you ever see Russell in the neighborhood?
No, I never see Russell in the hood.
Never, right?
No.
Never. I've never.
No. I've gone to several events that, and especially on Hollis, Hollis Day, all that stuff.
Never seen him.
They don't show around. I mean, shout out to Chris Run and these guys.
Yeah,
really holding it down. I mean, I was just we did bowling night back at Jib Lanes.
At Jib Lanes?
Yeah.
A word?
So we're trying to do, my guy, Big Pat, he's a detective, and he's put together like third Thursdays. Trying to do it again. And it was like that. It was like the old school feeling. Yeah, it was a bunch of old heads. Bowl, talk shit. We were promoting our weekend trip that we have coming up and stuff. And it was just good to see people in your new walk of life.
Yeah,
you see guys that were like gangsters.
And now they
murderers,
family men. Yes.
Family men.
Straight up murdering.
Right.
Wild. Buck wild.
Right.
An 18 baby mama having.
Yeah. So those are the really good nostalgia times that we have to really hold on to, because no one could tell our story other than us. Nah. And I hate when they show it and you be like, man, that was around when I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Kenny Tyndall and I started writing down stories.
Did you?
We started writing down because
your memory's not getting it.
All right.
My
most famous story. I think you were there, mister.
What famous story is that?
Kev's first knockout of that dude, Charlene's boyfriend. Here it goes.
Okay.
It's 1981 or 2. No, wait. I think it's not. Oh, it's 1982.
Okay.
We all got together this early Saturday. We're going to go get on the bus to go to Flushing to go see this movie called Eagle Shadow. Starring Archie O'Keefe's Eagle Shadow starring Jackie Chan in the early days. Right? I come out my house. We're all going to convene at 104 in Hollis to catch the Q2.
Catch a Q2.
Q2, right there. Right on the bend. Right?
I had just had a wild adventure in school. Was talking some sex talk in class, and some white boy. This white boy was like, I really don't know about sex, and could you teach me, Kevin? And I said, teach you? I mean, I could tell you about it. But no, I mean, it's not, like, at school it's hard to, you come by my house and...
Oh, no.
So wait, I'm so naive. I was like, all right, cool. After school, go to the boy house. Go in his room. This motherfucker got at least $11,000 worth of comic books on his ceiling.
Oh, shit.
On his walls.
Comic books.
Marvel shit. The
shit.
20, 15-cent Marvel shit. Mm. I'm like, I will rob this white boy right now, give him blows about the head and chest, and get out of here.
And take his comic books.
But then...
He thought it was a come-up.
This motherfucker started talking about, well, I need to know about sex. So I started telling him some shit I read in the Joy of Sex book and shit. Just talking.
I just saw.
He's like, but you know what? If you tell me more, I'll give you $50. And I was like, all right, give me the 50. I'll tell you more. So then he gives me $50. I'm talking, and he was like, well, could you show me?
No!
I said, what the fuck? Show you? What? That's when it clicked. He a boxy boy. He want me a balloon. I said, oh, that'll be another 50. That idiot gave me another $50, and I ran out the fucking door. I'm flying down 169th Street with $100 in my pocket, right? I did not stop until I hit Vim's first. Got me some Lees and shit. I stopped off at Revel Knox. Got me a pair of Revel Knox.
Got some Gators.
Got me some gray Playboy, 11 Playboys with the gum shoe.
The gum shoe.
What? Okay.
That's a great scene. Like you running all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, and his grandmother was in the garden. I knew he was going to follow me with his grandmother. Yo, spent that money. Now here I go. That Saturday I'm rocking it. Got brand new Kango, black members only jackets, my gray Lees with my gray Playboys to go to the movies with my chums to go see the Kung Fu movie. Don't you know that motherfucker Fafa Franz Lewis comes and wait. I'm standing in the bus stop with you, Rodney Jones, the whole Michael Williams, the whole crew. You know, Mike Williams. Fafa comes across the street with this nigga, 6'3" monster nigga, and I noticed it was like 30 kids out that day. Not just this motherfucker come on me. Yo, your name Kevin? Yeah. I heard you had sex with my girlfriend. Huh? Charlene. I'm like, whoa. I said, look. Number one, I don't fight over girls.
Oh, God.
If you have a problem with anybody, it's with her.
Right.
Ma! Hit me in the lip. Oh, shit. And I'm about like, oh, my lips is big enough.
Are you in front of Fafa's house? You
I'm across the street.
Okay.
At the bus stop.
At the bus stop.
At the bus stop. Okay, I know it. Exactly.
All I remember was, okay, it's on. Kango. And it was like a movie. Rodney and took my members only, took the Kango. Oh, Playboys. My blue Playboys on. Boof, 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 boof. May a thunderbolt hit me to a fucking cinder right now. If I was the first one around the way to show you what Mike Tyson do. I fucking skipped up inside this.
Got him low.
Jumped in the air with everything. Wow! This nigga spun once around and fell. Right there on Hollis and 104. And I'm standing there looking at my fist for a hot second. Like, this shit works. I have manpower now. I have now ascended.
That's your origin. That's your origin story. That's your origin.
The power of Grayskull.
That's when you became Bustin' Up Kev?
That's when it started.
That's when you became Bustin' Up Kev.
Okay. Bustin' Up Kev is now born.
Bustin' Up Kev was born.
My enemy is now laid before me like Conan. And then the nigga got up. Got up. No, I ain't finished with you. I was like, really? Whoop. Hit him one more time. Now Rodney and Mike, Kev, stop. I said, why y'all grabbing me?
Right. He killed this guy.
The man, remember Adrian Delegard? I remember
Yes,
Adrian?
yes.
Yeah.
Adrian Ronnie Hyman. I forget Ronnie. Roland D. Gloria, he get a little forgiveness too. But these three of them niggas that plotted and told the whole neighborhood I own Charlene. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. And then they come looking for me. But that started.
Damn.
And after that, all the neighborhood honeys giving me coochie.
But
hey Kevin, you're the alpha. Here's my coochie.
But again, no discredit to our friends.
No discredit to our friends. That was when we were
This is again, we were kids.
We were kids.
But Charlene was the hottest thing in the neighborhood. She was like Tootie or something. She was like
Tootie.
Yeah, she does look good. I follow her and Naima and all of them.
Very well preserved.
But she was like one of those Jack A. She was like that. She had that. Like she was yes. And
no, we were all in love with Sean.
We were in love with what's her name on the lower block on 109, Shelby.
Shelby
and those are my we were the young kids. We were the young guys. We were like,
hey, Chad! Tapped in the head while he's like, man.
No, we were grabbing their groceries. And
I'll carry this.
She was like I heard music when she came out. She had a car. She had like a Celica or something.
She was the baddest chick with freckles I ever saw in that time.
She was really.
Her pum pum shorts were legendary.
Oh man.
Well, okay. So if you want to go there,
I'm not going there. I'm just
no. I'm
not going there.
Keep it clean. But I'm just gonna say, you remember Kelly Stark? Kelly Stark.
No.
You remember Pizza?
Pizza, yes.
That was her running homegirl for a little while.
Kelly Stark.
She used to live. All right. You guys remember Monica? Skinny Monica used to live on the corner of 103rd.
Yes.
Okay,
I know Monica.
Okay,
yes.
Monica. Okay.
But Monica used to hang with them.
Yes.
Yes.
And
They were. That was the girls.
The girl crew. She was part of that.
That's what we used to. Hey, the boys are here with the bikes.
Nene Rivera. Across the street from Robbie. Yeah, I think they're older. Annabelle.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, but she was younger. She was up by.
She was in my class. She was in my kindergarten class all the way up.
She was a cutie for so long.
She was a cutie till she didn't know that weight. You know what I'm saying?
Got a little chunky.
And then when like regular guys started, we were the go to. You know, that was when we go together. You know? We didn't do anything. We would play around. And Gilbert was the brother. Gilbert.
Woo! He was such an awkward little kid.
Yeah. Then he got on the football team and he got
a little on
the football team. Yeah, testosterone. The Tesseract.
All right, wait. I got another one for you.
Okay.
So back in the days, me and Plinky. Plinky was my first road dog.
Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph Acosta. And he was a mega whore at 11.
Yeah, he was crazy.
I mean, he was crazy.
But he was like the first guy I see with like acne crazy. Like he had like a crazy acne face, right?
He had a little acne. Yeah, he was skinny back in the day. But look, this
was like a half Puerto Rican, right?
Half Spanish, and he could pull out a weapon from anywhere.
He did have that.
The man had weapons.
Yeah, he had weapons. He had a lot of knives. He played with knives.
Matter of fact, one time, me and Plinky had Fafa, Ronnie, and Roland on the run. We had like samurai swords chasing these motherfuckers.
And he had nunchucks
nunchucks. First blackjack, leather blackjacks. But yo, this cat, he wanted Kelly Stark so bad. They had on their house. They had a pull-out mailbox, and you could put like a whole package in it and close it and be in the house. This motherfucker so skinny, he opened up one night and slid in there.
Oh wait, whoa. Oh, you mean
slid in?
It had a mail slot, like a dog door, almost
like a dump door. Yeah.
Wow.
He went in there so skinny like a snake. She wakes up 12 o'clock at night with him standing over. Dad! I heard her father snatch that motherfucker by his neck, whooping his ass.
Yo.
Took him home. Take your little pervert son coming in my house.
Oh.
That's how bad. She was bad though. She was super bad.
I don't remember that
one. Shelby.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Oh. Do you remember David and What's his name? He was a dancer. He was in one of those videos with Billy Joel.
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, it's coming back to me, right? What was his name?
Who's David? Where was he
All
from?
right, there was Jamaican David and his cousin Howie. And then next door was this dude. Gosh, I can't remember his name. He was skinny. He was a dancer. He was in like a Billy Joel video with Uptown Girl.
Uptown Girl.
Yeah, he was in an Uptown Girl video. Huh. But he had a brother who had a funny shaped head. We used to call him Ramp Head. You don't remember?
I don't remember that.
All right, yo, you can run your Evil Knievel, shoot him right over the front of his head. You remember the...
You could able to rev that shit up. That shit had a gyroscope in it.
You jump that shit. I told a story about your ass the other day.
What?
I said, yo, man, this nigga Chatty, Lonnie, and Bebe making skateboard ramps to nowhere. Yeah. Okay?
We had a skate park. We made a park.
And I'm like, look at y'all little wild motherfuckers like, these motherfuckers gonna kill themselves. These niggas are shit.
We was jumping up.
I'll never forget that shit.
And the shit seemed like it was so big. Like when you go there now, it's like,
yeah,
this is where we played. We played at a little street. I remember playing football, and we just jumped on people's cars. And the cars were made of steel. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. These little plastic cars now, you lean up on them, you crumple a car. I mean, we played street football. And Salugi and all that other craziness. And it was times where guys got pummeled into someone's car. Right. And it was, okay, you walk out and no problem, man. Yeah, the kids are just playing, man.
I got a concussion running the peanut. Weren't you there for that?
Nah, that was a legendary. Now, because you had a Jerry curl at the time. And after that, there was no more Jerry curl.
It was just like a line.
It was just like dry and just... Wait,
after they hit you...
They hit, and they seemed to like hit... They like hit heads.
Yeah, they hit.
And it's like Peanut went it looked like 4 blocks just the other way. He was like on the other side of the street. And then Kev's, all of a sudden, all like the energy just like came and through his hair. And all of a sudden, this curl, this like wet curl, was just dry and it just like spiked up and shit.
Like the goddamn lion.
And we just like looked like, holy shit! I swear to God, there was lightning.
Now what block
you
was
two
this?
motherfuckers
It was
192. It was in front of Ribs Block.
Right by Ribs.
Right about Ribs Block.
Oh man, that was
so what about?
That was 82.
Haywood and Reggie.
Haywood and Reggie.
Oh, and his sister Hazel.
And Mr. Bob next to it. The only white guy left in the hood.
Mr. Bob.
With a pump. He had the compressor
Man, that was
pump.
some weird old white dude.
Mr. Bob was weird.
Who dares? I can't take this call.
Mr. Bob was weird.
I'm sorry, this may be.
Mr. Bob was weird.
Mr. Bob, you want to pause?
Oh, what's up, bro? I gotta give you a call back. I'm doing a podcast show right now.
He really is.
He is. Who is it? Put him on the speaker.
Possibly. Yeah, I'll give you a call back in about a half hour.
Yeah, we're gonna shoot about 20 more minutes and then we're done.
All right. Yeah, I'll call you back in half.
2 hour mark and
all right,
be done.
Cool. Sorry about that. That's
actually
the contractor homeboy. I'm having work done, cutting in the bedroom and redoing my bathroom.
Making some new slave caverns.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, as a matter of fact.
Matter of fact, I'm padding the walls and adding a new lock.
That's right. I don't want one bitch knows that there's another bitch right next to her.
No, babe.
Let's seal this shit up.
Soundproof thing.
No, man, we grew up around some strange characters, man, and thank God, not a lot of death.
Oh
yet.
No. Thank goodness.
Our good brother Riv, you know what I'm saying? That one hit home. And
still.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine what a today Riv would be?
Can't even.
Can you imagine what? I mean, like this guy would be. You know,
something would have cracked by now. He'd be famous by now.
No, he would. This guy would be either on Broadway or something.
Because he's one of the most talented people we knew.
Yeah.
Like,
I got every bit of thing about entertainment that I ever wanted to even touch or be involved because of him.
Because of him.
I mean, this guy had turntables. He showed me my first gun. I drove his car. I got my license because of his car. You know, like everything I did with this guy was. I mean, he had Sanford and Son on speed.
Yes.
He had. I mean, this guy was he was a savant. I mean, he was a savant in the music. He had a sound that he always wanted people to just get, and nobody. He was ahead of his time. I mean, he was really ahead of his time, way ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying?
He was. We ever catch up? Everybody had a catch up with his son?
I have a picture of him from somebody that June, my cousin June, but she had stayed in touch with them. But,
Sorry.
Yeah, it happens that way. So.
But no, we like you said, we grew up in a magical time. The way I look at it,
it was so magical, and it's important for us to document it because we're getting older, and it's important for us. Like when I share it with my kids, and they can't imagine a time like this.
Look,
like
I was always proud of this one here because he came up, but he was doing the same thing at one point I was doing. You know, managing.
Yeah, I was doing the music,
promotion, you were in.
Yeah,
right?
I was doing anything I could. I mean, I had no real guideline or no real plan, but I just knew that if I stayed
on
in it, I could somehow make a difference. I was just felt I was smart enough to be able to handle any situation. It didn't turn to be profitable, but it led me to a network. Yeah, and it led me to a network of people, and I'm thankful to say I have so many people in different aspects. You know what I'm saying?
Because this dude was like, "Yo, blah blah blah, we gonna be here. I got you on the guest list." Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. Yo, we're going to be here on when I used to do those shows.
Yeah.
The talent shows. The showcases.
Yeah.
Yo, come to the showcase.
I bring them through. Yeah, bring my boys through.
Y'all got whatever, how much time y'all want. Whatever and I got to clean up the videotapes. I need to.
Do you have some of those? Wow. Oh, I could use that.
Yes.
I'm sure Michael loved that.
I need to get. I have it.
They would love those things. Yeah, they would love those. I could digitize, so
they need to be digitized and enlightened.
I have all that. I have all the compression gear.
All right. Let me go dig it because I just moved everything. It's at the house in boxes.
I mean,
I remember I watched some of it a year ago.
I can almost imagine going into your cavern and with a magnet, and you'd be like, "Oh." The magnet was dangerous around videotapes. Get away! It was like, no! Magnet? No. The Riv used to be like, don't put that next to this. Erase my son.
That's right, because we used to get them, remember we used to record on those magnetic Maxell joints?
Yeah, man.
Those were nice.
We used to record hours of TV shows, man, and just...
You remember 2C Productions? You remember them dudes?
2C?
2C Productions. No. Kevin Armstrong, Omas.
I know Omar because I still mess with Nez. You know what I'm saying? I still mess
with
his
brother.
Yeah. Nah,
that's why we know them from Rev.
Yeah, I met them through Rev. I mean, shit. Nez wasn't even.
He was a little kid back then. Yeah,
and he was like, "Nah, I don't want to be a rapper." I was like, "You should be a rapper." And we recorded. I recorded a joint with me and Riv. Something Snakes with Michael Jackson joint. And we did that with Omas. Omas recorded it, and Lil Nez was like, "Yo," he said, "How you do this?" I was like, "Dude, you probably better than me. I'm not a rapper now. He's a rapping fanatic. Like this dude is like."
And Omas won an Academy Grammy,
Grammy or something like that with that. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, it's like some funk or organized something or something.
Because I mean, he was always
talented. Psy beats or something. Psy beats? Something, I don't know the name of it.
I picked up the Village Voice when you could pick up the Village Voice.
Wow,
that's gone now.
That Village Voice.
That's only got like maybe a year or two.
Yeah.
I open it up and I'm looking in the music section and I see this Omar song and I'm like, holy shit. That's Omar from back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've always been proud of him.
But Riv had a lot of connections. Like, what's the singing guys? He had
singing guy.
Chuck.
Oh, which one? My nigga Chuck. Chuck was a cool
and Ike. Chuck and Ike, man.
Oh, they had the name of their group was called Deja Groove.
Deja Groove. There you go.
That was some man. Chuck was one of the. I need to get Chuck. That's one of the funniest dudes.
Chuck was fun. Chuck was. You remember Chuck? Well, you went in the military.
I might have been. Yeah, I might have been
going in the military then. You were gone. Yeah. But Chuck was the man. I mean, him and Ike.
I just got back in touch with Ike.
Really?
Yeah, man, he's doing good, man.
Wow. They were in Rosedale before.
Oh yeah,
regular people they was on this side. We were like, you guys live in a mansion. And when I came over, I moved to Rose. I was like, okay, it's a regular house. But back then, I thought he lived in this.
And that was a 2-family.
It was 2-family. It was over off Springfield, right by Springfield Park. You know? So that's crazy, man. But I mean, like you said, it was magical.
Magical.
The characters.
Look, I tell people, the reason why so many famous people come out, especially in the rap game, in Queens, what happens is once you become a teenager, your parents send you to the basement.
Right.
And then when you're in the basement, you got space to dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Space I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. Space
You don't have. You're not in that room with your brother or your cousin or whatever. You're in the basement.
Yeah.
So now you got space. You start creating for yourself. You decorate it the way you want.
True.
Remember, I mean, that's what you remember what I had.
Bruce Lee
I was
posters.
spoiled. I'll admit,
you know.
I was spoiled.
Yeah.
At 17, you can't give a 17-year-old a brand new apartment in the basement.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the basement.
You had your own
You
spot.
had the cave. I mean,
You remember?
You had the original man cave, which
It's ridiculous.
yeah, you had. It was like go to Kev's house, bring Chinese food, and
Yes.
watch flicks.
Remember, and you had to bring weed with you. You couldn't get in.
Yeah.
You had 2 trees and get in.
Yeah. That was those times. I could just remember like walking to 179th for the Whoppers.
Oh. What was that? Was it 99 cents?
99 cent Whoppers.
Oh.
And guess what? We didn't eat them until we got back. We carried them.
We carried them.
Those things would be gone before you walk down the
no.
block.
That's why we should buy like 5 or 6 at a time.
Right, so you have one on the way.
Have one on the way.
And then by the time you but we walked there.
We would walk
We would
sometimes.
walk there.
Yes.
Or before
Somebody had a
dollar
ride.
cabs. Somebody had those. We had dollar.
I remember Sundays definitely hitting that shit for football.
It was 99 cent Whoppers, man. That was a shit.
All right, who was at my house for 90? Were you at my house for 90 when Scott Norwood missed the field goal for the Bills?
Yes.
We formed a human pyramid of pure, unadulterated joy. I remember that was like one of the best feelings ever.
What is this, 1990?
1990.
Wow.
Giants won a miraculous Super Bowl with our heroes. Okay. Lawrence Taylor. Carl Banks. Pepper Johnson. You know, you make football.
Make football great again. Make football great
Make
again.
football great again.
My
please.
Giants suck now.
Yeah, it's horrible right now.
Transition.
That's
deplorable.
fucking. You know what? No. All right, let's get to this sports thing real quick.
Yeah.
I'm jumping around, but
Yeah, but that's okay. Well, we normally call
you summoned this out of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The GM's name. What was his name? Reese.
Reese.
Fucking asshole. Left us with no talent for years.
Mm.
Paul Coughlin had to fall on the sword last year
Yeah.
to save his monkey ass job.
He did fall on the sword.
He fell on the sword. He didn't give that man enough talent to win, and he's the last one with parcel scrolls outside of Belichick and them.
Okay.
Then
Had all the old original playbooks. And,
yes,
yeah.
and look. The last time
He said scrolls.
scrolls, you open it up. You must run the ball.
Right.
You must ball control offense. Do not give them the ball back. I remember watching 11-minute drives. Like 11-minute drives with filling them niggas. OJ Anderson?
Otis Anderson.
Otis. Oh wow, those plays. Every play here, I can't watch it. It's like beep, bam, beep, bam, beep, bam. These guys were running and doing it, and spinning and running and back and doing the stuff.
When it used to be 5 yards here, 3 yards here, 10 yards here,
Right.
and then 11 minutes is gone. They score. The other team don't have no time to come back.
Mm.
But the last time that worked was when we did the shit to Patriots twice in the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Fucking run after that fucking big head bastard, Brady. He got big head. If you ever notice, his head is extremely head. And anyway,
like the Manning brothers, those guys have huge head.
There's some big head boys.
There's some big head.
Some big craniums.
Kazoo! What do you want, Dum Dum?
I forgot that character.
That's what Eli looks like when he throws that play. It's like boing, kazoo.
But I don't blame this stuff on Eli because they're not protecting him.
Yeah, no.
If you got a noodle-armed line,
yeah,
he's running for his life. Mm-hmm. I saw Eli 2 years ago get hit in the chin and blood hit my TV. I was like, how does blood hit my TV?
John, do me a favor. Press the camera somehow turned around.
So, I mean, the Giants, Reese didn't give us talent. McAdoo is inept. idiotic. And then when you try to bench Eli, mess up his record of consecutive starts
it's
to
like,
save your jobs.
That's horrible.
I loved how the whole nation erupted.
Right. Pretty much. Everybody said, what? The hell?
Eli's not the problem.
Right.
It's you assholes.
That's fucked. I hate when they coach to the statistic, not to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can clearly see there's something going on the floor. Like, you have to. Why do you got to do this?
Well, yeah, and because when that happened, like, there was an acceptable answer to do that. So if the answer was like, okay, we got this young kid, David Webb. Our season isn't going anywhere. We need to see what he is, and we need to give him a few starts and stuff like that. So, we're going to ask Eli to just step down for a second to do that. If you did that, that would have been understandable.
Seems like it makes more sense to me.
Right.
Like, that makes sense.
But you didn't do that.
Right.
You gave the ball to our man, what the hell is this? Who's the backup?
Oh, Jesus Christ, Geno Smith.
Geno Smith. You made Geno Smith the starter.
Man can't hit the side of a barn.
And so that's when it became ugly.
Did some guy cave his head in? Like,
he got his jaw broke.
When he was on the Jets.
Yeah, on the Jets.
When he was in the Jets, some dude jacked his jaw.
And that guy went off to like win a Super Bowl or something, right? Did he get transferred to
the dude that punched him?
Yeah.
Something like that happened.
He went to like the...
Did he go to the Pates or something?
He went to like the Broncos or somewhere.
It ain't when they last year. But I mean,
right.
Geno Smith, look, just getting him. When I heard they got him, for what?
Why?
Like,
go dig in the barn of
and you got this Webb kid. You're basically saying we don't care about this Webb kid,
and we drafted him for nothing. Right?
Drafted for nothing.
Yeah,
because that's the part I don't understand.
That's what
you draft guys and you don't get to use them, and then somebody makes them a star. That's what I don't like.
Hey, you can only assume that they don't like what they see, but that's
we haven't had an impact linebacker in years. The last good series linebacker we had was Antonio Pierce.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, he was tough.
These
guys always wind up in a club somewhere. Fucking a scandal behind them or some crazy shit.
Oh, what about the Knicks? That's leave the Giants on. Knicks,
same thing.
They're competitive again without Carmelo.
Yeah, we got 30 more minutes before they come on right now and playing the Pelicans today at 3:30.
Oh yeah.
And they got back-to-back playing Brooklyn tomorrow. But we're fucking in a slump.
Where are they? They're in slump now because Porzingis is not producing, right?
They've been relying on this, and he's accepted this unicorn thing.
Has he?
Fight it, but they call it the unicorn.
Who's that?
KP.
This nickname.
Oh, for him?
Yeah, we've been fighting this.
Unicorn?
Yeah, they call him the unicorn. Right?
Oh Lord,
that's
not good.
No, that's because you fart pebble, you fart fairy dust.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
that's a fantasy.
It's a fantasy thing. Yeah. He's accepted it. They gave him a cake for his birthday.
No. I watched it the other day. Who's this dude they got on the bench that can score? They got some dude that can score.
Beasley.
Yo, that dude. Yo, I saw him score like 20 points straight.
This guy's a beast. He's a beast. Beasley is a beast.
He's a star.
China, he's played with. He's been on quality teams.
Yo, he's been around.
He's been around. Yeah, he used to go to Kansas State. He was. I think he was a Naismith finalist.
Oh yeah.
Actually, when he
No, he can ball, man.
He's a little retarded, but he can play.
Yeah,
a little retarded.
Listen, his mother. I saw an interview with him, like a thing, like a documentary, and she was like, when his shoe went from a size 8 to a 14, I knew it was something like and.
Do something.
Like this motherfucker was doofy son of a bitch. She said his feet was bigger than his body. Like,
he can swim before he can walk.
Flippers. He was in special ed all his life. You know what I'm saying? He was always in special classes and blah blah blah. And so I get it, but he can score. And this is another coach coaches to the position and the play. He'll put. KP's got to get. The stat has to remain because he's our franchise guy. And I'm like, but you guys are losing, and you rather have that.
Yes,
like I can't believe that you would rather have that go as your record. Well, KP has 52 starts. He has this. He has that. But we're lost.
I mean, look, the Knicks have the worst ownership.
I think that's what their problem is.
I think in sports.
I think that's what their problem is. You know why? This is the syndrome that I always. Fear is that they're in it for the business of selling tickets.
That's it. Yes,
and the Garden sells out no matter what.
No matter what.
Fucking Harlem Globetrotters sell out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, They sell out tickets because it's a big corporate town.
Mm-hmm.
All these boxes,
Smoozing
all
seats.
these every law firm owns. That's what Jabbar gave us those seats. His boss was like, we bought fucking season tickets, 20 of them. So
same thing with the Giants.
That's what I'm saying. So these
Giants
guys
is sold out.
Yeah,
they're gonna sell no matter what. Why did all these last couple of years? Why worry about talent? Because they're gonna buy these motherfucking tickets anyway.
Right. And so the TV money comes in because they have their MSG network. That TV money is kind of fixed, so he doesn't have to worry about these markets except only when he gets like one or two. You get a Christmas game on ABC. He gets a Martin Luther King game like tomorrow or something. You know what I'm saying? So they only get like one or two big feature games, so they don't care.
Yeah,
I don't think they care enough.
It's the same ownership that runs the Rangers, and the Rangers seem to be run well. So
good point.
So
good point.
Okay.
So as far as like what his hands are in the basketball team, I don't know. Maybe his hands are a little bit more in the basketball team than in the hockey team.
Maybe he knows more about hockey than he does about basketball. Cause
that's possible.
Look, all them years, I'm sorry. I'm
a
bag wearing Knicks.
He's a rich dude that plays the blues. There's a fucking contradictory element there.
Because blues is like I'm down on my luck.
Right, exactly.
Where are you getting the blues from?
Exactly.
Interest rate went up.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, I can't feel that. So yeah. Yeah, but the Rangers are. I mean, the Rangers are like one of the class. They consider one of the classiest organizations in the NHL. So if his hands are in there the same way that they are in the Knicks, so how come?
What's the problem? What's the disconnect?
What's the disconnect? Unless he like doesn't know, or it could be the opposite. Like he doesn't know shit about hockey, and the president of the hockey team say, hey,
we got this.
You don't know shit. Just let me do this. You go, you and your fucking hand job boy Isaiah go over there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He goes against Isaiah, and he gonna kick it to ugly chicks, right?
Isaiah.
I mean,
Isaiah's got pictures. That's all I can.
That's what I said. I said the same thing. I said
Isaiah's got pictures.
Yes. Wait, did you see Isaiah and Magic make up and cry holding each other the other day?
No.
Oh, you got
recently?
Yo, Isaiah was in Magic's arms, and Magic's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'll take you to the back later on. It's okay." I was like, "Look at this shit." I mean, remember these used to kiss each other before games,
right?
They had some big brouhaha for years.
Yeah, with the.
So they
with
made
what?
But
what?
I don't know what it was.
There was like this rivalry thing that went nuts, and I was attributed to the Detroit Bad Boy thing.
Something, yeah, and they didn't speak, but now they buried the hatchet, and they were doing it on television. Oh. And Magic got up. Oh well, he was like, Magic was like, "Yo, man, I'll miss you, brother. I'm sorry about whatever."
Okay.
And and what's his name was like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry too, man. It hurt me, man." And they stood up, and Isaiah was like, I mean, whoosh.
Wow.
And Magic had to hold and console him, and they were hugging him for a while. Wow. I got uncomfortable. I was like, what's
Getting them special tears going down.
Another man that long.
That's right.
In that position.
Oh shit! Sword fighting.
Look, we brothers, how can I say? When you're a black man, you're comfortable in your sexuality. Who else can come to you and say, "Yo, man, I love you, my brother"? You know what I'm saying? You don't see other men. No, we men.
Right.
But I'm saying he was on. It's okay now. So.
Isaiah's got that.
It was like Isaiah
face that. No, I didn't do anything. Yeah. I'm sorry.
He's crying like he lost his puppy.
Shit. Man, that is interesting. But sports is always a good.
Kaepernick.
Kaepernick. I don't know what's he doing now. What's his
he's the man. He's at. He getting Muhammad Ali status right now. Remember, Ali lost his title and boxing license and blah blah blah.
Okay.
They blackballed him. Yeah. Lost his job. He's better than no less than half the 60% of the other quarterbacks that are still playing.
Right.
And he took them to court. He's in, I think, arbitration right now.
Yeah.
For blackballing him, and they're gonna have to do something because the evidence is there.
Nah, it's definitely interesting. It's interesting to I like the rallying of America today. They're now putting this and saying, "Hey, we stand for this," etc. I mean, we always said we always wanted to hear what he really felt and what and did this thing just grow beyond what he thought it would be? Maybe
I think it grew beyond what he thought.
I think he stood up for something once.
He made it very clear as to what he was doing.
Right.
Somebody asked him. First of all, he'd been doing it for a long time,
Right.
and then all of a sudden, one reporter said, "Hey, wait a minute, why is he?"
Oh, the socks?
Huh?
No, just the Neil.
No, just
the Neil.
the Neil.
It
I mean,
started
he
before
was
the Neil.
doing it. Well, yeah, but he's always been.
Yes.
He was doing that for a while, and then one day somebody asked him, and then he explained himself, and then it became a huge.
Mm-hmm.
It became this huge thing.
But he's never been a victim of any of the, police brutality, has he?
Not that I
friends,
know of.
relatives, or anything.
No.
He's just seeing what the world has shown him,
But I
and he
mean,
doesn't
right.
like it.
I mean, look, how can you... Well, I would think every black person had the stop. The traffic stop. But
One time in your life,
they tried to make a big deal about his girlfriend supposed to be a big activist.
okay.
And that she helped inspire him. Which I had no problem with, man. She bad pretty too. So
Okay.
I can see how this pretty woman, real strong on her
Has
convictions, inspired him.
Yeah.
But it needed to be done. I mean, oh my God, man.
Well,
the NFL is run like a plantation thing.
That's
Okay, just the
That's a
whole
whole
way
other episode.
just the way to
that's a
do
rich
the pitch.
plantation.
It is. But I mean, the whole process, man. Dudes are just. It's a meat market. Your speed, your size, your this and that.
Yeah.
I've never seen more athletes printed and prodded like an NFL player.
Sure.
You know.
Uh-huh.
And
So why
then-
you watch it?
I can't help it. You know, I love football.
Everybody likes to.
You know.
That's what I'm saying.
But
That's,
you know what?
but
This is
that's
the
the-
first year
Yeah.
that I pretty much followed the protest. I barely watched, but being a Giant suck. It's easy
Right.
not
It's
to
easy.
watch.
Right. Me too.
Easy, right?
I haven't
Easy
seen
not
one.
to
I haven't
watch.
seen one game this year.
And, yeah, not a full game.
Not a full game. I watched it,
and
see
not
what the score
and
is.
other teams.
Yeah.
A smidgen, not a whole game of anything.
Yeah.
I think. Look, I think the issue needed to be raised
Right.
across the
Okay.
board, man.
Yeah.
We saw Obama in office, and it looked like they were shooting black men more than ever for nothing.
Yeah.
That Philandro Castillo shooting,
Yeah. I saw that.
that's the worst thing I think I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Like, this dude tells you I got a gun,
Yeah.
and here's my permit,
Yeah. Nah. There's
in
several.
Yeah.
front of a woman and child, and that motherfucker gets to be retrained for a new position?
Well, let's give them a bigger gun and
I can't.
better salary. No, there is a huge injustice that would love to talk more about that because those are the
Yeah, that's
pressing
a big
issues that people really want to talk about. And,
That's ridiculous.
we've all been victimized by it, but some people have not recovered very easily. Some people take a longer way to recover from that because getting shot, and getting Louis Mid, or getting
Ooh,
any of those kind of that was a bad
That
one,
was a
man.
real bad one.
That was a real bad
Stick
one.
a man in his behind with a nice stick and bust his teeth out with the same thing?
Yeah, with the same one.
So I got fecal matter and bust out teeth.
That's right.
And a violated
that
ass.
picture on the cover with his mouth busted open.
Ooh.
That may have been one of the most horrific
Yeah.
brutality videos. This thing's in a gun, and this is not a guy that could hurt you. Like if I would have saw him, puny African guy or whatever,
Haitian dude. What the Haitian
or
dude's
something like that.
chilling.
Like, yo, man, sit down and shut up. You hate this guy that much. Like, you gotta have a steam ship of hate.
Diallo.
Yeah, Diallo.
40-something shots. And we all got pissed off when we heard one of them shots went through the bottom of his foot.
Yeah.
See, you guys are shooting at him. He's already perpendicular.
He's already on the ground.
He's already
He's already on the ground.
fucking assholes.
Yeah, but same thing. Sean Bell.
Sean Bell.
A bunch of guys said.
Goes on. Matthew Ward, do you guys remember? The first one I remember, his name was Michael Stewart.
No.
Graffiti artist. Graffiti.
Yeah.
In the subway.
Yeah.
Get him to the station, he's dead.
Huh.
How does a graffiti artist end up dead?
Yeah.
He's a graffiti
Yeah,
artist.
spray.
Skinny kid with some paint.
Uh-huh.
After him was Eleanor Bumpers.
Mm-hmm.
The grandmother, they
Right.
shotgunned her. When they had the riot gear on, just tackle the old woman.
Take her down.
Take her down.
But these guys are punks, man. They're really pussy cops that are just fearful. They just like
I got one more for you.
Yeah. Boom.
One of our neighborhood bully story. I'm gonna mix the two.
Oh shit.
No good Richard, Pinhead Richard, Peanut Head Richard from 190 around the corner from Suleiman. That's 93rd.
Yeah. 2, 4.
181st. He had a sister lived across the street from Larry and them, the
Lewis's.
Lewis's.
Yeah.
Remember him? Richard.
Booby?
Lived next door to Booby.
Next
door to Booby.
The Booby passed recently.
Mm-hmm. Richard. He had a pinhead. He had like light brown eyes, gap in his teeth. He was a bully.
Well, I remember him.
I almost killed his ass when I was 11. Nigga slapped me upside my head like a gunshot. We was all playing football out there. He didn't like the way I tackled him. He's a big galoot. He's older than us. I ran home, got the butcher knife. I'm crying the whole way home. That motherfucker embarrassed me in the street. I'll kill that nigga. I got home, got the butcher knife. My grandfather and my cousin, they were shaving down the door because I think it had got warped over the winter. So they were shaving it down to fit. They see me run up this butcher knife at high speed. Them motherfuckers got in my cousin's Cadillac, cut me off right at Suleiman's block. Everybody still out there playing football. Hey, where you going with that butcher knife? That motherfucker Richard, I'm gonna kill him. I can't stand. Keep bullying me. My cousin was like, all right. Get in the back. Get in the Cadillac. Pull up. Pick him out, Kevin. Which one is he? That pinhead motherfucker right there. My cousin's like, come here, boy. Come here. Richard all come over like, he's good. Hey, what's up, man? He's like, lean down here for a second. Let me talk to you. He leans down. My cousin grabs him by the throat. Yeah! Pulls his head in the car. Oh, old school switchblade. The long one, the one that comes straight out.
Yeah.
Shink! If I hear this boy say your name one more time, you and this knife gonna be real friendly. Some shit like that.
I don't remember this guy. I don't remember.
Scared the shit out of him.
I don't remember him.
I didn't have to fuck with Richard. Didn't fuck with me for years until it was some winter time. I'm walking my dog. I don't know if you remember Dee Dee. I had a pit bull.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember you always had dogs.
Remember? Yeah, it was the first pit. Walking this motherfucker come over here. Yo, I know you got some money, nigga. Pop that shit. You an only child. You got some fucking money. I'm like, yo, man, what the fuck?
You only child.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
You're an only child.
That nigga poked me one time too much. Dee Dee said, put the lockjaw right on his inner thigh, and her body go limp. It was all jaw in his ass.
Oh shit!
I'll never forget that day.
And he just couldn't get away.
So she finally let go of his ass. He ain't fuck with me for years after that shit.
Oh shit!
That's why, moral of the story, I love me some dogs. A dog can save your life.
Dog can save your life, man. But more importantly, people save lives, man. Stories save lives. Learning and hearing stuff from other people are always gonna allow you to just grow.
Yeah.
And tap.
And the dog, I didn't sick the dog.
I don't like being tapped. Like, that poked me. That's horrible. But Kev, man, this was great, man. We could go on for hours and hours.
Man, more.
This is so much more. We haven't even really scratched the surface on any of the real crazy stories. But I want to thank you for coming by.
My brother.
Thanks for sharing some time with some old school fellas.
You know where I go. You know where I go.
We got the Chronicles going, and I'm sure a lot of other guys that grew up with us, KB for sure.
Oh, we need it.
We need him.
Okay.
KB gave me my first black eye.
Wait, KB's going to be here. Lisa's getting married in March, so he's going to be here in March.
Okay. I just saw Lisa in the store the other day, too. But she's by my shop over there.
Yeah,
she's always there.
Yeah, she lives right over there.
Yeah.
Bedell Street.
Yep.
I was just hanging with her at breakfast.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to do that. We need to catch.
Oh my God! If you got her.
We can get a crew. We can do big. We can go big.
And KB too. He's in Cali right now, but he's coming home for a little bit.
Good. No, we could take this as far. I'm sure. We all want to rekindle the great golden times, the magical times.
Magic times of Hollis and Farmers.
Hollis and Farmers.
70s, 80s, 90s.
We had Halloweens. We had
egg fights.
There's so much that we could talk about.
Damn.
We're gonna continue this. We're gonna wrap. Maybe this will be a series. Maybe we'll segment this up. But Kev, thanks again, man.
No doubt, man.
We always appreciate having some real people, real friends. And you got any last things to say to the people?
Peace, everybody. Live long and prosper.
And remember, Black Panther.
Black Panther. I got my dashiki ready for.
Did you buy? Did you buy?
What, the dashiki?
No, the movie tickets.
Oh, that shit is gone.
I know, but so what are you gonna do?
Go stand outside.
I have my way. There's no way to
Oh,
block
Smithers.
Please, yes.
Get me in the back door, Smithers.
Side door open now, please. Or if I don't see it open, I'll see it the next day.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't need to see it the first day.
Look, I don't know. I'm going to see this movie at least 2-3 times.
Yeah, I do want to see it. I'm excited as you. And, John, how about you? What's going on?
I guess I'm doing what you guys doing. Waiting for the Black Panther.
The Black Panther.
Black Panther.
The Negro Cat.
Oh,
the Negro Cat. All right, everybody. Episode 17. We are out of here.
And as
you
right
just
on
blowing
time.
up. Tell me on the podcast, man.
All right, 2 Bros Podcast signing off. Peace.
Ah!
It's mi madre.
Me, my okay.